to another episode of XenoChat. I'm one of the hosts, Tyler, along with Justin.
Hey, hey.
All right, we got a few guests with us today. First up, we have Robin.
Hi, I'm stressed.
Oh, it'll be okay.
Don't be.
All right. And
No, it's okay. You just called me right as something like fell apart, and I was like, "Oh shit! Hi."
It's gonna be okay. All right. Next up, you heard just now is Marie.
Hello.
All right. We'll also have Anthony,
Hey, guys. It's Xenobuild today.
and we got Nick.
Whoa. There's like 3 boxes in this box, and the Xenogears one is the biggest.
Yep. But so if you hadn't caught on by now, we're building Xeno model kits or Xeno adjacent or Monolith related model kits. So some of us have like a varying degree of experience building model kits. I am a complete noob.
Sorry.
But others here are experts, professionals.
What?
I wouldn't call myself a professional, but maybe.
Yeah, I got my degree in school. That's
maybe-
actually what I majored in.
Maybe I'm a medium level where like
Intermediate, yeah.
I have built a couple, but like I still don't know anything about paint and other stuff like that. So yeah, but I have built a couple. Let's see.
I did pretty good in my 3D art classes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's gonna be a little chill section or episode. We're gonna kind of go around and.
Okay.
Oh, you all right?
All right.
Okay.
You can do
All right.
this.
Heimdall is okay. No, it was that something that was like 70 steps back was bad, and I was trying to fix that, but it's been like a year since I assembled this, so it's like,
Oh
fuck.
no.
What were all of the pieces? What's this? Oh no, that exploded. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
No.
As you
Oh,
can
no.
So
hear,
anyway, I got
in
Heimdall
today's
back.
episode,
I just
we're
gotta
going
put his
through-
head back, and he's fine.
So this is gonna be a chill.
Heimdall's
session.
done!
It's
Yay!
gonna be a super chill session.
Super
Well,
chill session as
right
we
now-
Alright,
all.
speed build. Alright, I'm
as
done.
we
Heimdall's done.
all
Alright, I'm
get
good. Bye,
very
everybody.
stressed
Episode
out.
over.
we're off to a really good start on how chill this session is.
Super
I gotta
chill.
say.
What do you? Hey, I
it's
finished
chill.
Heimdall. I'm done. I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. I finished.
We're on the. I'm already on the second model kit set because I didn't get the first one, to be honest.
I only got the first
Oh,
one.
no.
I'm
All
slicing
right.
up
Heimdall, please
nuts.
stand.
Okay.
Please,
what I'm
come on.
doing.
All right, stop.
It's right
stop.
there.
Heimdall,
Yeah.
sweetheart, sweetie, stand for the camera.
Okay, we're gonna.
Now for the
let's-
camera, come look sharp.
Let's go around and say what we're doing. Like what kit we're building. So, Justin, what are you building tonight?
So I am building Vierge. She was part of the Xenogears structure arts kits. So like they released 2 sets of those. So Vierge is part of the first kit of that, and yeah, it's Ellie's gear from Xenogears, obviously. So yeah, I've actually never built these kits. I've done plenty of other kits in the past because when I was younger, I had a very passing interest in model kits. I think one of the very first model kits I've ever had was actually a Pikachu model kit
Oh,
from back in the day. And then I remember I also built an old Mega Man kit from the 90s, if y'all remember the old Bandai X3 kits. Yeah, I had the spinning blade of that. And then I kind of started again to Gundam kits. I remember I built a Gundam Seed kit years ago, and I didn't know what I was doing because like I didn't have nippers. I just kind of just punched them out, which you shouldn't do. Don't do that. Yeah, and then I kind of fell off of kits, but I would still buy some from time to time when I would go to like some stores up here. And I want to say about a year or 2 ago, friend of the show, Squid, came over, and I was like, yo, what's something we could do that doesn't involve us looking at a screen? I was like, oh, I know. I have some model kits laying around. Let's go build some kits. So then we spent the weekend just building, like, I think we built like 3 or 4 kits that weekend. And
aw.
I was just like, whoa, this is fun. So I got back into kits, and I really, like, started to learn how to panel line and do all that good stuff. So yeah, now I built multiple kits by this point, and I have way too many in my room. So it's this stuff is really relaxing to me. I happen to really enjoy it. It's now probably one of my favorite hobbies.
Nice. Okay. How about you, Marie? What's your experience and what are you building tonight?
I'm building Brigandier from Xenogears, which is Bart's Missiles mech. But I would say, as far as experience goes, I built a couple. Hold on. I think when I started with the arrow kits because I was like not confident at all. I was scared like you. But then I was like, you know what? That wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna go up and I built a uh Zakuchu from Gundam.
Hmm.
And it went pretty well because it was the origin kit, so those were pretty well done. I think the only part I had got in trouble was the tube part in the torso. That one gave me trouble, but the rest was pretty smooth. And
Nice.
then I built more char back. I built the Sinanju. I never finished the Zeta Gundam because like the stickers were dumb. I plan on going back to that when I have paint. Because okay, they put stickers where basically like the Zeta Gundam kind of like transforms and stuff and it transforms into a plane, but they put stickers where the wings come out and go back inside on the rim. So I'm just like, you guys are dumb. Like when I close it, the sticker's gonna come off. So I was just like, no. So I kind of gave up finishing it. Like their body is there, but like everything else, the accessories, I never finished it because I was just like, no.
Oh.
But it's okay. Like I'll go back to it when I have paint because I don't have paint yet. That's another step that I need to take. Where like trying to choose the type of model kit paint that they would be satisfied with, and that could be done by hand because it's winter almost 6 months a year here. So spray paint is not exactly easy. Um, but yeah, I did Sinanju, I did Zeta, I did the Zaku Hello Kitty.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to see my thing. I'm currently also building Valimar from Trails,
Nice.
which is very fun to build so far. It's not too complex, and yeah, I think Motorride is not bad. Like the only thing I feel like quality wise, like for the price, it's a bit lesser than Gundam in some ways, but at the same time, the finish is kind of like very nice, even though it's not fully painted. Like the color it shows for their parts is like very nice. Um, but yeah, and I think yeah now I'm doing the Xenogears stuff, but I think the most complex one I did so far was Gundam Unicorn high grade, and that one was so hard to pose, cause like they made it super intricate where like you had like the inside part and then like you would have the sort of transparent part sticking out and like the armor parts on top. So there was a lot of parts. But the problem with that is when you try to pose it, the top armor parts keep popping off. And at some point I had like a literal arm fall off because I
Oh,
was
no.
trying to force on the other side. Seriously, it was hell to pose. Whenever I managed to pose, it was like, okay, you're not moving ever again. I'm just leaving you there. Bye. But it's really pretty though. For a high grade, like the amount of details on that thing is really nice. But yeah, it's oof.
Let's just keep getting better, honestly.
Like
those
I
hybrids.
think when I have glue, I might glue a couple parts because fuck this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. I put Valimar aside for tonight because it was in the way otherwise. Because it's about three-fourths the way there. Maybe more halfway. But anyways,
Nice.
he has the torso and his arms built ish. It's just not the rest.
Nice.
But yeah, that's about my experience for it. I'm currently looking to getting paint and other stuff like that because like the Xenogears kits are not painted. I have the Valimar that needs details painted. I'm starting to get kits that like that I'm just like, yeah, I need paint now. Like because the thing with model kits is that you start building and then you're like, oh well, it's pretty fun. What if I get more mechs now? And then before you know it, you have this giant pile of unbuilt mechs. Right? I swear, I think my current pile of like unbuilt mechs like is not completely my height, but almost.
Yep.
And I'm just like, how did it get there? But I'm building them slowly.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
All right. How about
I'm in the same boat as HK with that. Like,
Yep.
because I just had to get back into building these things, and then I was like, no, this is actually like really, really fun. And yeah, it's like trying to color these things is also a pain because you want to get like because it starts with panel lining. At first, you're like, all right, let me get the black Gundam marker, and then we'll just draw in there. And then you're like, oh wow, this looks really good. Maybe I'll get the other Gundam markers. Oh no, my bookstore has them half off. Well, shit, I'm gonna buy all of them then. So, yep, just like that. That's how I have like 3 packs of Gundam markers, a pile of unbuilt kits, and all this like supplies around me. It's
Yeah, Gundam
bad.
markers wise, I think I wanted to try the because you have the sort of Sharpie looking ones, but there's also
Hmm.
the ones that are more liquid. Like I
Yes.
saw those in videos, I was
Mhm.
like, those look so
Yeah, the pore
nice.
types, and then there's also some like the Tamiya, which is really cool. That's I don't have that in my apartment right now, but like that's such a cool little device if you want to just like get some really fine details because you could just plop it right on your kit and then it'll just fill in all the lines for you. It's really really cool. But
Yeah, I saw
before you
that.
use
I saw that
those,
on videos.
definitely get a coat. Get like one of the top coats. Like the semi gloss is pretty good. And then do that first, and then use that. The Gundam markers, I believe these are made for plastic, so that's not as bad. But like, yeah, you
You
definitely
can.
want to. What's
Oh,
up,
I'm
Nick?
sorry. I was just gonna ask because like I've got a fresh pack of Gundam markers that I've never used in my life before. You can just basically use them like paintbrushes, right, for the colored ones, right?
Yeah, for the most part, because like the Gundam markers are, they're from what I understand, these are designed for the plastic, so
That's what I was thinking.
you don't have to worry as much about those. But
Oh,
Just
do I need?
just
Did
to
I
be
need a
careful
gloss?
because I've seen in videos that some colors can eventually uh like they're gonna run and become more smudgy over time.
mhm.
Like the browns, for example. But the black is fine.
There's a reason I buy mostly colored kit, like already pre-colored plastic kits, because but yeah, I don't know. Like I don't mind painting things, but I prefer whenever I'm doing one thing, I prefer doing the one thing. I want if I'm gonna build, I want to build. I don't want to paint and then wait and then build.
okay? Well,
But that looks like what I'm gonna have to do today.
well, Nick, what are you building tonight, and what's your experience with kit building?
Okay, so I'm building Crescents out of the 3 pack of the latest Xenogears figures. I didn't get the first one. I was going to, and I accidentally let my Ami Ami order kind of like go it like past the date without paying it. Like I had forgotten about it because at the time I wasn't really very good at paying attention to when that dropped. I was used to like, oh, I ordered it, I paid it immediately, I did this, and now I'm more used to how Ami Ami works. But anyway, I wanted this kit more anyway. These are kind of my favorite robots in the game as is in Gears. I'm gonna start with Crescents, both because I like Crescents and Crescents is relatively not really simple, I guess, but like smaller, I guess. Um, but Crescents is also one of my favorites from that game. Um, but yeah, as far as my experience goes, I've not done painting and stuff like that in a while. I'll tell you, if I were to start from the beginning as a child, my number one toy that I played with all the time were Legos, and I moved on to Lego Technic and Bionicle, and like yeah, those are like baby's first model kits in a way, but also whenever I was like I don't know 12 years old, my dad got me a model car that I remember being the most obnoxious thing I've ever put together because it was like, hey, let's build this. No, let's glue some parts together, paint them, and sit and wait until tomorrow to actually put anything together and then rinse and repeat. So I kind of hate that.
Yeah, my
Mostly
initial
because the
D1
waiting.
seems like that, and I'm just like, I'm scared.
Yeah. Mostly because the waiting, but I went through a phase, I guess around whenever I was in college, where I discovered, whoa, Gunpla, you can get like at least the high grades for super cheap. And for a while, I would just like every month I would buy like a Gunpla and put them together or something for a while there. And then I kind of fell off of it for a while. And just over the years I've been on and off with that. It was mostly Gunpla. I was also like, whoa, model kits I can get behind, giant robots. I don't care as much about cars by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm gonna do that. And I kind of went a few years without doing it, and then I kind of started to get back into it, especially whenever I started hanging out with this group more. We kind of started like seeing stuff that appealed to us and was like, oh yeah, let's do it. And lately, I actually have been doing it quite a bit more because I've been like, hey, I wonder how this Kotobukiya kit works. And like most of those have been kind of nice, or how this other kit from this is my first Square Enix kit, but I've been working lately on my first Motoroid even, which is like I mean, I remember when they came out with the first few Motoroids and I was like tempted to get one of them, but I held off, and I don't know how they were at the start. I think I'd heard things about them being like a little rough around the edges, but pretty good start for a brand new line. And I gotta say, this is the newer one and it's pretty nice. I have a racing Miku is what that is. But yeah, I've been doing that in my spare time a bit lately to kind of get away from the screen because, it's funny. Justin said in his part was like, oh yeah, I want something to like a hobby to get me away from the screen. And for me, that used to be drawing. But now that I do digital art almost exclusively, that is not the case. So this, and I guess practicing my drum set is like the two non-screen things that I do now. And I guess that sums it up. That's kind of where I'm at now.
Nice. Okay.
Anyway, while somebody else tells their story, I'm going to throw away this trash, so I'll be right back.
Okay. How about you, Robin?
So I'm building Weltall because I wanted to have a low stress kit to build, and I'm like, well, I already have Weltall because I have the figure arts Weltall. So if the structure arts one is bad, who cares? I have this other one. I had already. I mentioned that I already built Heimdall, and I just had like one piece that I had to go back and fix, but that's been resolved. Let's see, kit building. Way back in, well, I don't remember if it was junior high or elementary, whenever the fuck it was on Toonami, there was a thing called Gundam Wing, and I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the model kits for my favorite characters' Gundams, and that's how I got into it. But I never really got past the idea of I have to like the character before I'm going to get the Gundam. So anytime I saw a cool Gundam, I'm like, all right, but I don't know anything about this. Maybe this guy sucks. I don't know if I want it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I never.
I'm a bit of the same opinion, but sometimes I will like go over that and I'll be like, you know what, that mech is really cool. Like the guy inside is an asshole, but I like the mech.
No, that's completely fair. I'm just saying, like, for myself, my own spending, it was just like, if I don't know the guy, I'm
I
not getting
get
him
that.
the robot.
I'm the same with figurines and most things I buy, to be honest. Like I
That's
need
kinda
to
like
really like.
Yeah.
Like I look at the figurine, I'm like, okay, this HK, this is like $200 something. Do you want to dump $200 something on this character right now?
Yes.
And if the
Yeah,
answer is yes, I
exactly.
do it. If the answer is no, then I don't do it.
Exactly. So, like, kit building has always been, like, a thing I've kind of liked, but because I've never been super into Gundam, it's been an easy thing to avoid spending money on. Though I'll, like, look at the kits and go, maybe. The last Gundam kit I got was also from Gundam Wing. It was just an SD version of Death Scythe.
Honestly, I've watched Gundam only like a couple years ago, and like I got into kits after that, and I was like, yeah, it's over now. And then like Xeno started like releasing kits, and now Trails too. I'm just like, oh my god, it's so
Oh
over.
no!
Yeah, you know what like did it? Like what did it for a lot of people is the latest Gundam series, Witch from Mercury, that came out, and like the kits from that are like really good.
I haven't done those yet, but I'm
I
excited
have
to try those.
I have a kit from that, but I don't even remember. I don't remember
Because
the
like
pilot.
The high grade aerial, for instance, I know that sold like crazy. A bunch of people jumped into Gunpla just for that one kit, and to be fair, it's a really good kit for the price.
So you know what's actually really funny too? Not to get too off topic, but briefly, I went. There's a guy that works at the coffee shop near me now, who is big into Gunpla, and he actually has like a YouTube channel or something. I think where he ranks like
Oh.
figures and like builds and like
Oh,
You should
kits.
give me that link. I'd be interested in
I'll-
looking into
I
it.
can put it.
I'll find him
Later.
again and get it to you. But anyway, yeah, like he does like reviews of that stuff, and like I was talking to him today, and we were talking about how the high grades have gotten so good for Gunpla, as that it's kind of making the like higher echelon, because he does some of the other stuff like he's done a few perfect grades and master grades, but he was like, man, the perfect grades are really just like a lot of times they don't feel worth it because of how much extra there is for considering like how much more detailed the high grades have gotten. They're kind of catching up in quality to
Yeah.
those higher grades, and those aren't really moving as much.
Yeah, from
So
what
they
I've
really
heard,
have
like
to make
I
some
was
moves to
watching a
change
couple of
that.
videos. I was watching a couple of videos, and from what I've seen, like it seems like it's a thing where they're grading a lot of kits in the R grade sections, but like the other grades, like sometimes they use like older frames, and it's just like more, like some of the older frames will have problems that will carry over.
Yeah, and like and that's what he said is like, oh yeah, they're still kind of going by the old methods a lot more on the higher up kits.
Which is
And
dumb because it's the highest, like it's the most expensive ones.
yeah, it should
They
be have more put into it. And like, yes, you build the exoskeleton and such. There's a little more structural integrity on that front, I suppose. But I've built a few. I built like a master grade or two that like did have that exoskeleton, and it still had parts that were flimsy and would fall off without glue and such, or like just be really weak, and you had to be careful with when you were like posing them or something. And I don't like to use just a ton of glue. I use it when
Yeah.
necessary, but you know, if I'm gonna build a Gunpla, it's got joints. I want it to be able to move, unless I'm just like planning for one to be like this set piece that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do all this extra stuff. And I've seen some cool like setups with that, but yeah, just I don't always do that.
Okay. All right. Anthony, what are you building, and what's your experience?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Anthony?
Oh
Anthony.
God, my microphone was turned way off. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I didn't want the sound of me rustling through the bags to interrupt you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this brief because there's really not much to it. First model kit I ever built was 2014, 2015, something like that. I think it was 2014. I got my little brother for Christmas a Yevatol model kit, and he opened it, basically said, "What the fuck is this?" Tossed it aside, and had absolutely no interest in it whatsoever.
Dang.
So I didn't realize when I bought it for him that it was a model kit. But when I realized that's what it was, I told him, "Hey, you build it, and you want to try it?" And he went, "No." And then I was like, "Well, it's gonna collect dust." So I built it.
Rude.
And it was the first model kit I remember building. I think I might have built a model car when I was like a little kid, but I'm not sure. I think I did though, because I have like some sort of memory. Couldn't tell you if I did a good job on that or not. I must have been like 7 or 8.
To be fair, Anthony, the reason I remember the model car I built so well is because I fucking hated it. It sucked.
I mean, I built some
Understandable.
model transformers, but okay.
But anyway, go on. Sorry.
I never grew up with Gundam. It was always on, but it got on before I got home from school, so I never grew up watching it. To this date, I've not seen a Gundam series from front to finish. And so I kind of escaped model kits basically my entire life. But when I built the Yevatol, I had a had a good experience with it. It took a few hours, but I got like super hyper focused on it, and I enjoyed it for what it's worth. I did enjoy it, but at the same time, it was a massive time sink, and I kind of realized something is that like I'm a gorilla, and like I was so terrified of just forcing something that isn't meant to be forced, and then you break it, and then the whole thing's fucking ruined. I've also got sausages for fingers, and my hand dexterity is great on a controller, but not so much like for building models. So what am I doing here? For Christmas this year, my sister said my theme for everyone's gift this year is the inner child. And I open my box and I get one of those Temu Legend of Zelda Guardians. It's so bootleg that the words Legend of Zelda is nowhere on the box. It just says Guardian Stalker on it, and it does not have the Nintendo seal of quality on it. So it's definitely like infringing on a little copyright, I feel here, but
Good excuse to put it together.
that said, I thought it was a model. When I signed up for this episode, I was thinking, oh, it's a model kit. I'll put it together. I open everything up. It's Legos. It's basically Legos. So that's what I'm putting together. It's just I don't know when I would have gotten around to this otherwise, and this episode seemed like the perfect opportunity to hop on and just do it. So here I am, and for what it's worth, I'm having a good time so far when I'm not breaking my back hunched over in the pile of pieces looking for that one tiny little piece, which has happened more times than I care to admit already.
Look forward to the sequel where we all build skells out of pipe cleaners.
Yay.
I will say, I appreciate those who build model kits, because it is an art, and if anyone ever tells you it's not an art, kick them in the shin for me, because it's something that requires time, dedication, and a lot of patience. And it is very much, in my opinion, an art form in every sense of the word. And some of the pieces that I have seen people make are nothing short of stunning and beautiful. Our Justin and I have a friend named Joshi who recently put together something. It was one of the many Gundam model kits out there, but he took it to a regional tournament and he placed like pretty high up in the competition. So
Pretty cool.
Really cool.
it was really neat, and he showed me the pictures of it, and it was gorgeous.
There's Gunpla covers.
I do enjoy hearing
Yeah,
the legend
so
of Joe.
there was a Gundam competition in Jersey recently, and that is what our friend participated in. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's really good. I talk to him all the time if I need like tips and stuff like that. So he's shown me some of the ropes on how to like do this stuff and do it right.
Nice.
So I'm not super far in my kit, but I was painting a piece, and it should be just about ready to get on there. I do remember building the. Speaking of skells, I do remember building the skell model kit from years ago, which broke recently, and I was really sad about that.
Oh, it broke? What happened?
Well, I remember you saying it wasn't.
Yeah.
You should have bought the insurance, Justin.
I know, right?
Yeah, why didn't you buy the insurance?
Yep.
Yeah, like one of the pegs in the torso snapped recently.
Wait, it pegged you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Nailed
And
it.
it's like I could probably fix it with some like Gorilla Glue, but at the same time I'm gonna lose out on a lot of mobility. So I still have it. I haven't thrown it out. I just haven't decided what I was gonna do with it.
By the way, I do use a dab of Gorilla Glue on these half the time. I know it expands a little bit, but if you're careful with it, you can make it work.
Yeah.
Like, I did have some super glue, but I mean, come on. I ran out, okay? I'll grab more sometime.
Gotta get on that Harambe glue.
I don't know where my I don't know where the fuck my file is, but my X-Acto knife does pretty good. Honestly, I use my X-Acto knife for like 99% of this shit.
Yes, X-Acto knives are like one of the best tools to have.
Yeah,
for this.
I recently bought one because for all of the years of cosplay that I've done, I've done it with box cutters. I didn't have an
No,
X-Acto knife, and now I'm an X-Acto knife believer.
That's insane.
Yeah, sometimes you need the precision of the X-Acto,
Yeah.
Well, the
honestly.
thing is, I had a big box cutter, but I also had a small one, and often for precision details, I would use a small one, which was pretty close to the
I mean, it's
X-Acto
not
knife.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come here, fat boy.
But like for the nubs cutting and stuff, like that shit is good.
Yes. It's very, very good. And you
You
don't even have to
be
get
very
like
patient with it, but like it like you barely have anything left after. It's great.
I just bought myself a pack of blades recently for mine to replace some because they were getting old. But I mean, they stay sharp for a long time if you're careful
They
with
do.
them.
You guys ever have that phenomenon where you take like a really big fat fucking piece from the kit and you put it in and then suddenly it feels like half the pile's gone?
I guess.
Just
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Okay,
I do, but
just me. That's fine.
for some reason, when you started all those adjectives for it, I was thinking you were gonna say shit at the end of it for some reason. I
I'll
don't know.
brace myself for that too.
You know me very well,
Yeah.
and that's why you thought I was going to say
Yeah.
that.
We were all just sitting here bracing ourselves for that.
Bracing ourselves for the shit.
Anyway, Tyler, what are you building?
Oh, I am trying to build Rinmazuo, Billy's gear.
Responsible.
Yeah. So I
Billy's
was
gear.
gonna build the standalone Saibzen kit, but then I saw how many pieces there were and I freaked out. So I went to this one instead.
It's really not that bad.
Okay.
Outside of the fact that one of her skirts keeps falling off, it's not that bad.
Okay. I will have to build that some other time.
I did build that one.
Oh. I think I remember you posting a picture of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's all done. So the model I had built before Saibsen was a Rodimus from Transformers, and I think that one was much more obnoxious because he has way more small pointy bits.
Haha, found you.
This is basically just Pretty Princess dress up with robots.
Yeah, this is kind of... I mean, yeah, it's basically my first time putting a kit together. I remember as a kid getting this Goku figure from Dragon Ball Z, only to open it up and it was a kit. And I freaked out, and I asked my dad to put it together.
Aw.
He did put it together for me, though.
He
Hooray.
freaked out. Was like, "Why is Goku's head separated from his body?"
What's happening?
What's
Yeah, that-
happening?
that's- I have all these kits, but this is the first time I'm actually... I basically wanted to do this episode as an excuse to put them together.
That's good.
And also
I mean,
ask you guys for help.
Not the worst thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
if
there are
anything,
way
it's
worse.
like it's helping me with my backlog of kits too.
So this episode, we can just give out bad kid advice to each other, since we're all kind of
Yeah.
well, okay. Most of us are kind of just vaguely casuals at it, you know.
Yo, this shoulder piece for Vierge is like not cooperating.
Yeah, some
no, I
parts
didn't fuck
sometimes
up.
are not.
Yeah, so this is us going to actually be roasting the whole kit and saying none of our problems are our own fault.
Dissing your kid.
Square Enix, what are you
I mean,
doing?
Yeah, you should.
Training,
No,
you
I'll
made this
say
bad. It's not
so
us, it's
far
you.
it's not too bad. Though I did in mine there was like one of the first step did have a part that was not snapping very solid, so I needed to put it flat to like close the other piece on top of it.
Okay, I might have to do that
But-
because I'm having that trouble too.
I
But
do
yeah,
have a
like
bone to pick.
like I would say so far they're good. It's just
Okay.
they're not exactly
That's
the
better.
snappiest, if I can say that. It's a bit like the Mordoroid had the same problem in some parts, but not everywhere. But yeah,
Put those
Jin,
two
if you
pieces
have that trouble,
aside.
make sure first that your piece is in the right spot. It should kind of snap, but it might be loose, and just like leave the
All right, I'll
make
put
sure
them
everything is
together.
in the right side, and like just put the other one on top, just so that you can close it on top of it and slowly snap it together, and then it's not
The
gonna move
right
anymore.
arm. Right arm goes
I'm
over
gonna be
here.
highly critical of this
Left
kit for a
arm
minute.
goes the other side.
How much does it
Yeah.
cost to paint to do different colored plastic for different pieces? First of all, and second of all, what like the way that these are attached, I shouldn't have to shave this much off after like peeling this thing off of there. A lot of these go have like where the pegs stick to the piece that you pop off the thing. Well, pop off. I cut them off, but
Yeah.
to save me the trouble of shaving them down quite as much. But like
There's a
I
lot
have
of
to
them that
shave
are
it
the
anyway.
flat types that you need to kind of slice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not flat. Like there's a lot of some of them are, but not all of them. There's a lot of them that like have like an edge that goes under them. Like this is needless.
Yeah,
You're just making me spend more time shaving these pieces down.
I don't mind too much though.
It's not the worst. It's just a small thing.
I mean, my grievance, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but these kits do say, hey, maybe you want to get some glue. And I'm like, how dare you?
Oh shit, does it?
Yeah, if you look at the instructions, they have two different arrows. They have the dotted line arrow and the solid line arrow. And the solid line arrow is areas recommended to apply adhesive.
Fuck is that black square?
Oh, that's why this wasn't going in, because they wanted to put glue in it. Yeah, that's not good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's,
I just noticed
it's
that when I was
solid.
looking at Welltall. I was like, oh, that's why that piece kind of stays on with a prayer.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a few of these pieces together. I do have my glue here, and then
I don't have
let me
glue, so
make
if
like
I
a
run
few
into
solid.
that,
Yeah, I don't have a clue either, so we're gonna wing it.
So we're all gonna just go over to Nick's for some glue.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I poked my finger.
Are you okay?
Uh-oh.
Radio, can you teleport some glue for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, yo, send me some of that glue, bro.
Here, I'll pass you
What
my.
glue do you use?
I've got Gorilla Glue here, but I also have some.
bro.
It's not
I have an
exactly the.
entire bag full of different types of glue if we need. Like I got that E6000 or whatever. I've got some Barge. I've got
You
some.
have E6000.
We don't want. Don't use barge. Just.
I'm not gonna use any of those. That was a joke, okay? I'm just saying
Don't
I
use
have them.
barge on plastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Don't
Barge
use
on
barge
plastic.
on plastic.
Where the
It's
I'm
gonna
trying
melt.
to melt it. Yeah, I'm trying to melt this kit, so I'm going to like get out all my most toxic glues I can find.
Yeah, you could. Thanks.
I'm pretty sure I
Be
have
sure
some
to huff it first.
glue in there.
You gotta huff it
Saga
first.
Glue.
is about to
Huff
not be
the
the
glue to
only thing
assess
that's toxic
quality.
in this chat.
I have this
cannot find
nitroglycerin.
this
I'm pretty sure it's adhesive.
Alright, so where's that last little piece I need to make the
So,
other arm?
I'm just gonna-
HK, since we probably already covered this, I just don't remember. But HK,
Yeah.
since you've built several kits, what would your like starting tools for beginners be?
Exactly enough.
My starting tool at first, I had bought like a little kit that had um the nippers and the thingy, a bit like the nail sanding thingy.
Oh, the file.
File. Yeah.
File. It had one like
Those are
this,
really
but honestly, I don't really like using that because it often does more harm than good. And at first, since I didn't have anything great to cut the nubs, I was using a nail clipper, which kind of worked, but it's not the most precise. So I would say definitely get an X-Acto knife. It's a billion times better.
Also, some kits come with tweezers. If you get a kit that have, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
some
I
Some
don't
sets
have
come-
tweezer yet, but I also have very small hands. But definitely get tweezers for stickers because it's hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say some like of those kits you can get specifically for models have like the nippers and the clippers and, or I mean the nippers and the file and like the the tweezers, which are very helpful. And I've actually not really used the tweezers much before, but they are super helpful. Files are good, but I do think you got to get the right grade for it, because these are so delicate that you can easily overdo it if you're not careful.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really like using it, to be honest. But I tried.
Yeah, it'll make rough edges if you're not careful.
I am actually using a file right now. I got like this diamond file from Daiso. Hold on, where's the packaging that I
I
can
need to
describe
find
it
my
better?
file. I just use my X-Acto
Diamond
blade.
file, half round.
I haven't found my file.
It's a
I know
number
it happened.
150 diamond mesh. And like I said, it was from Daiso, so it was like $3 tops.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Based
Also,
Daiso.
it really doesn't hurt to have a cutting mat. Like those are really super
Oh,
nice.
yeah,
Yes,
those-
I'm using
Those
one
are
right
nice.
now.
I already
It's so nice.
I already had one. I already had one from cosplay.
I used to do.
In
And
fact,
the reason is actually kind of twofold or more, because like more so, not just like, oh, it's good to have it as a thing to cut on. It's also really good to have it for a kit, because that grid, especially, it's very like clear to see if you drop a piece on it, or like have your pieces setting on it, because if you
Yeah.
have it on like something else, it is so easy to lose these.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Also
bit of a scuff setting, to be honest. So like, I'm a bit like kind of doing a
Why
lot of
did I cut
things
my
between
nails
my
today?
table and my desk. So if I drop something, it's usually falling on the floor. But what I tend to do is that if I cut something delicate, I try to get more closer to the table, and I always have the box of the kit underneath, and usually it falls in the box when I do that, if it falls.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I actually don't have a cutting board, but like, use the kit's box. That is actually really great if you don't
Put it
happen to have
slightly
that.
under the
Mhm.
table or the workstation you're at, and it will save your ass.
Yes, it will.
So I like to
definitely-
cut things on a carpet because I hate myself.
Oh,
So that's what I'm doing.
Wait, are you seriously doing? How is that possible?
I am sitting on a carpet right now.
Oh yeah, me
my
too,
butt
but
is
I
on
have
a
my cutting-
carpet,
There is a
The only
carpet
reason
and I'm
I'm
underneath
sitting
my
holding the
One at a
screw in
time.
front of my face and cutting it very carefully.
Oh,
Bro's living on
Holy
Bro's
fucking
living life
shit.
on the
Village.
Okay,
edge.
moving on.
full
Bro
disclosure,
is
I'm also
living life
sitting
on
on
the
the carpet,
edge.
but I'm working over the mat. The reason I'm sitting on the carpet is because my cutting mat is so big that I actually don't have a table that is clear right now that is a good enough size for it. So I'm just like, yep, I'm good. I've been doing this way for a while. So
I'm just snipping over my lap.
you're hardcore.
yeah.
He's living life on the
mhm.
edge.
Well,
Yep.
I'm kind of ish doing
I'm
that, but
promising
I'm
myself
placing
that I'm
myself
vacuuming
over a
tomorrow.
surface when I do it. So, because I'm
Good
sitting on my
pussy level.
computer chair and like I'm between my table and my desk to do things.
Oh, okay. So the
Oh,
other
doing things smart. Okay.
shoulder snapped into place just fine. So I don't know what the hell is wrong with the other one.
Piece of shit. I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be piece of shit. I've definitely had some issues where I'm like, this happened because it's like, so as I said, I'm making Voltol. I got his right arm made, and his right hand is just loosely hanging there. Left hand, fine. Right hand, very, very limp wrist.
I'm still working on Rinmazuo's knees. I think.
They ain't like they used to be.
Or are these elbows? No, these are
Nope.
knees. These are knees.
Back in my day, model kits were made with quality.
My
Average
knees just
bar
ain't
with
right. Rinmaduo's knees just ain't what they used to be.
Nowadays, my fingers are so antidexterous that I cut myself with the X-Acto knife on a regular basis.
Dexterous.
Just
Don't cut
exactly.
yourself.
I cut myself all the time.
So if you live in the fine place of New York City, baby, the only city in the world, X-Acto knives are kept behind the counter, and if you're me, you don't want to talk to people, so you don't have an X-Acto knife.
The greatest city in the world. What? They don't
The
Oh,
only
shit.
city in the world!
Let's see.
The fine people of Philadelphia want to know your location.
Dave bought Letterman.
Sorry, it's the only city, the only one.
The only one.
The fine people of Chicago, Los Angeles.
Nope. Sorry, the only city.
What are these
Yeah.
words you're saying?
I can accept that.
Chicago? What? I don't know.
That's
Take it a step
Chicago
farther.
sounds like
Argue
a
that
quaint
Brooklyn
little
is canon.
town.
Yes, Chicago.
Yes, the little
Quaint-
hamlet
yep.
of Chicago.
Exactly. Yeah.
The old Hamlet.
Known for its great video game arcades and not pizza, according to people.
That's correct. It's
Yes.
not pizza, it's a pie.
What the fuck is a pizza?
I think that actually that this episode is let's start a fight.
Let's start a fight.
It sounds like
Is
a great
pizza
idea,
not a
Robin.
pie?
Well, good thing we're not in person with all these like blades and stuff.
I'm just asking.
Oh yeah.
questions.
You mean like throwing nubs at each other as we slice them and they fly all over the place?
Yes, that's
This is-
exactly it.
Robin,
Yep.
we can't confuse a fight with investigative journalism on my part. Come on.
Robin, you know our friend Ryan?
Yes.
He always has an X-Acto knife on him, I think it's a safety knife on him at all times.
Yes.
So like, you drop a hot take or something that he strongly disagrees with, you know what comes out. You just hear a click.
I do have a box cutter, but like using that on this seems a little excessive.
I think
No, okay. So there's this thing that I've seen advertised that's like this little like thing that goes on your keychain that's like a knife, like a really sharp X-Acto knife thing, and I've always thought, wow, if this didn't look like one of those rip-off as seen on TV kind of things, that would totally be useful.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Hey, Robin.
Yes.
Did you have any issue with Heimdall and needing glue?
Hey, Arnold.
What?
I did have an issue with Heimdall. His midsection like didn't click right, which I think was on my part because at the time I made him, I did not have a file and therefore could not smooth things down. When I was able to go back and smooth things down, I was able to get things to snap better, and it was fine.
Huh.
It was just annoying to then figure out, like, okay, what pieces can I safely remove? Because again, it had been like over a year, because I built Heimdall right away when I got those kits, and it's been a while.
And you didn't have to use glue for it, did you?
No, I just had to file things down.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to glue your mouth shut if you don't quit bad mouthing my. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Oh God!
Badmouthing what? What did I badmouth? I don't think I
Nothing.
badmouthed
I was
any
kidding. I
place.
was kidding.
Or was it me?
I was
Has
Like, I
trying
there
to,
definitely
ever
didn't
been-
badmouth. I don't know, like Chicago.
I was trying to start one of these fights you speak of.
All right,
I can't-
arms should be done.
That was fast.
Guess
This is
Oh, I got the arms
very
for a while
quick
ago,
bit.
actually.
You know,
This is
we'll
a-
use No,
is this
hold
a
on.
speed thing, or like we're just
No,
competing
it's
to
not.
see who can
We're
finish
not
this?
trying to compete. It's not a
Oh,
competition.
it's not a competition.
Oh no! I was just like no. I was actually curious. I wasn't trying to be competitive.
I gotta make double
Nick is
time on these
combative, kicker
feats.
for the show.
What are you talking about?
We're starting a fight.
You're screaming.
Starting a fight in glorious New York City, the only
I'm just
city in
being
the world.
gaslit right now. Okay. Totally cool.
Okay, let's cut you.
Yeah.
So-
would you please not, Jen? Could you not say that in front of me?
I'll use the fist for now.
Oh, okay.
That like escalated so quickly. Tyler's just like, I'll just cut you, and I'm like, oh, okay.
What? I said no such thing.
Did
Or,
you
well,
not?
actually, yeah, I did, didn't I?
You were talking. Oh, you were talking to them. You were talking to the robot,
It was
huh?
it was a hypothetical.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Vyalch's hands are so tiny.
Yep. These model kits are honestly quite small.
They're so small,
in
dude.
some ways, because of that, I might have recommended that Jin start with Sibson because she is a chunky girl.
You know, I was scared, and now I'm regretting not doing Sibsen because
I swear to you, Tyler, there are easier kits than this.
okay, because I am
They're
Has
way
anyone built-
struggling.
Has anyone built the siren?
No,
I
have
look
that
at her
in
sometimes and just
I-
go, no.
Yeah, yep. It is a headache that I will take on one day, but that day is not
Same.
today.
honestly, for me, the biggest thing is just knowing that okay, I assemble it, but I'm not going to live in this apartment forever, and now I have to move it. Huh? Oof, oof, a doof. No, I think I'll put that off.
You gotta take it apart and then rebuild it back together once you move.
There's not a lot of things out there that
Oof.
scare me,
No,
but that kit, it
I would
do.
just place it in a box with a lot of padding and hope for the best. If I was to move it.
Yeah, that's probably
I
what I'll end
fear
up
no
doing. But
kit.
for now, I got
I
a bunch of
fear
other model kits that I could waste my time.
scares me.
I think whenever I do construct that siren, if I ever have to move it, it's just going to be I'm going to buy or build a personal case just for it, so that I can just move it in the case. Like I'll get some. I will go to the links of getting like
Good plan.
of buying like the polyglass or whatever, and like just like gluing it together around the kit, and just like maybe even gluing the bottom of the kit to the bottom of the glass so that it's always got a container around it. That's a thought.
This is
I could
where
do that.
Siren has to be forever. This is her glass tomb.
Yeah, and they'll be like, what was the hardest part of this kit? Making the container.
Let's shave you off.
We'll see. That's my idea, though. Like, I'm thinking about doing something like that. Of course, I do want access to it, so I would definitely make like a door, or get one with the door. You know. I don't know what color this is supposed to be. Shit.
Come on.
9:30.
So you guys do this podcast fairly regularly.
Kinda.
Has there ever been just like a really long, awkward silence?
Yes,
yes.
they've been cut out.
Yes.
No, we don't ever edit things.
In the early
everything
episodes,
we
I
do.
Try
didn't.
not to.
In the early episodes, I didn't.
Oh,
good.
no kidding.
So if you listen to the early episodes, there'll be plenty of awkward pauses and weird noises and whatnot. I don't remember what.
And
episode
honestly,
that
most of the
actually
time they're not for. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I just said I don't remember what episode number I actually started to care about editing.
Oh, okay. So, like, I was gonna say, because I honestly thought you were done speaking, was why I even started. But which happens to me all the time, by the way. But it's not usually every time we have awkward pauses. It's not really for lack of things to say, unless it's like we're kind of thinking on something someone else has brought up. They tend to be more because we think somebody else is going to say something, and we just stop, and everybody happens to stop at the same time.
We're a standoff.
In other words, it's a room filled with bottoms.
What?
Yes. Anyway,
No.
so you know what? As long as we're talking about old episodes, while we make a pause, Anthony, I'm going to disagree with you on something, and not in a mean way. Just I'm going to disagree with you on something.
No, that's fine. I welcome feedback and I enjoy discussion. Hit me.
So
I'm going
the first Characters Left Behind episode, you brought up Larithia, which I agree. They did not give her that much credit. They did not do that much with the character. But you suggested making her basically be a mentor character to Melia. I'm going to disagree with that, because I feel that there's nothing in Larithia's character that suggests mentorship is anything. That's nothing that she seems to want. I do think that her character does need better development. I think that's not the way to do it, because it's adding something to her character that wasn't there initially. I feel that what would have worked better is maybe if we had like a series of side quests where we help her with her research, because that would establish her as what she is, a scientist, a creepy one, but a scientist, and that would do more to develop her.
That's a great idea. I don't know. I probably was just spitballing at the time.
Oh, I'm sure you were. It was just something where I was like, you know what? We have this pause. Let me take this up. Let me start a fight by saying I understand your opinion, but have a different one.
Oh yeah, this episode.
How dare you be respectful and argue with me in a way that is not hostile or asserting your opinion as fact.
Yep.
On this the internet in the year of our Lord 2024.
Wow, is that what year it is?
Yep.
I'm gonna dispute that.
Oh, way to date the episode. Now this episode will be irrelevant in a year.
For real.
I can't believe this is what the episode was for the whole time, so we could just like air out our grievances.
Oh no!
I mean, it was a minor grievance at best. I was just like, in order to.
I
I wouldn't even call it a grievance. I would honestly just call it active discussion.
can't believe you guys hate each other now. What is going on?
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go behind the Denny's and fist fight.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not
Somebody
going to
behind the one Denny's in New York City, the only city.
Fight videos, Robin. I'll do a lot of things with you, but I'm not going there.
And I would do
What
anything
kind of
for
fist fight?
Robin, but not fist
I
fight
don't-
in a Denny's.
Consider that.
These weren't. These weren't
If you
knees.
want, though, I could find. I could probably find somebody for you to fist fight.
No, it's all right. I'm over it already.
We have a foot done.
Yay!
Woo! I have 2 feet done, actually.
I have 2 arms.
I
I
have
have
two
a-
arms working on the feet now.
I have a shoulder
I'm on step 1.
I'm working on the legs.
that I have a shoulder that I just pulled apart again because I was like, oh wait, I gotta paint that.
I'm putting things together. I've been making 4 of the same like part that's going to go on the main body, and it's kind of neat.
Don't forget to take pictures, guys.
Oh, forks. My floor's dirty. I don't want
Tyler, do you want in progress pictures?
Yeah.
If you want to do that, sure. Or if you want to wait till the end, either one or both.
All right, hang on a second.
I've been taking
right now.
progress
I'm
picture because it's fun.
I'm gonna put it.
Yeah,
in
my
there.
phone's in the other room. I gotta go grab that.
It's up to you, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to have pictures. I will say that much.
That,
Um,
that's-
Oh, you know, I
that's
should
an
not have.
attack.
I should have lined that first. Actually, whoops.
Where did the thingy go that has stuff on it?
These are so fucking tiny. How am I gonna line these?
I'm gonna freak out.
Oh, that's right.
Don't freak out.
Oh,
Stay calm.
I'm gonna positively freak out.
By the way,
Don't
we were-
freak out.
No, that's not a
Breathe.
thing.
oh. I think
I want to make it clear, in case it wasn't, we are absolutely not actually fighting on this episode. We're just joking.
Oh,
we're
no,
friends.
No, we hate each other. What are you talking about?
I couldn't.
I like that we
agree
can't
more.
not say something contrary for like
Robin and I
30
aren't friends
seconds.
anymore.
Like we
hate each
clarify
other.
a point,
Okay.
No, it's
and
part of it.
then we immediately have to go back because
Okay.
the joke demands it.
Well, I'm gonna say something controversial. no.
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
here
I'm
we
not.
go.
No, I'm not. Well,
Say it.
I was just
Okay.
saying
Say it.
for that same episode Robin was talking about and how you guys. I know, in respect to Kat, I know that you guys talked about Cherenkov, but I think he got a lot. I thought he got a lot.
You
of
got a
screen
lot,
time.
but at the same time, I do feel like they kind of dropped the ball at the end.
You got a lot of what? Waffles?
That's so many.
So like,
waffles.
so in
Like
other words, you feel like he
characterization.
had adequate screen time.
I feel like with a character like him, I think he had adequate screen time.
I think he had adequate. I'll weigh in because I wasn't on this, but I think for the amount of time he was there, so to speak. What am I talking about? For the amount of time he was alive, he had pretty good screen time.
Yeah.
He did get killed off pretty early, though.
Yes, I will agree
I'll
to
say
that.
that. I'll put it
But I
that
think,
way.
I think that, if we're, his relevance to the plot, he was mostly fine. It's just that, he really wasn't there for very long. So I could totally see somebody being like, oh, I kind of wish they explored him a little bit more, or, oh, maybe we got to see more of his past, because, yeah, he actually had a pretty interesting story.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just, it's over really quickly.
Okay, so I guess what I could word it is that he had a lot, but it was concentrated in a very small part of the overarching story. I guess that's a better way
Yeah.
to put that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He served his purpose just fine.
Uh-huh. Yes.
He was the Welch's grape juice of that series.
I don't even know what that
Very
means.
I don't.
Very concentrated.
Oh,
Sure.
obviously.
Yes, okay.
Sure.
All right, I got you.
It's so bad. That was so bad. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well, after you explained it, it was like,
Well,
it clicked.
Nick, you're now in a penalty. You gotta
I
go to
don't
the
think
penalty
it
box.
clicked for
Nick.
me, but I'm just gonna ignore it.
I'm sorry. It was
Nick, please go
stupid,
sit in
but
the scary chair for a few minutes. You're in the
that was
penalty box. Go
stupid.
in
I
the
just
scary
had
chair.
fun saying it.
I finished step 1, guys. I finished step 1.
I got one leg.
Woo! Let's go. You
I
can
have
do
one.
it.
Yay!
Kid.
I need
I'm on step 8 right now.
brag.
It is great.
All right,
I'm at 6, but it's also because I'm taking my time slicing up every single little nubs.
That's what I'm
That's
doing,
good.
HK.
I was.
Part
I'm
of
slicing and
I
dicing
think-
right now.
I figured I realized I was putting some of these pieces upside down, and then once I actually put them in
Yeah,
the right
it can
spot,
happen.
yeah,
That- Yeah, do look at the plan very carefully because it can definitely happen.
yeah. But then when I finished it, I was like, oh my
Okay.
gosh, it clicked, and it feels so accomplished, even though I'm still on step 1.
But it's
Hey.
okay. You're just starting.
Yeah.
You're getting used to it. Give you a chance.
Yeah.
A chance. You're
Do
starting.
these
Yeah, the
By the way,
narcotic
do these-
effect hasn't even set in yet.
do these kits take like? Oh, excuse me. Do these kits take like a
Batteries?
normal acrylic paint as well?
So my experience with painting plastic, because I have painted plastic miniatures for like wargaming.
I love
Um,
doing that.
Yeah, like you can use acrylic. You can even use like the shit acrylic that you can get at most craft stores. Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
name a
that's
craft
what I was
store. I don't know if
wondering
you've heard of
about,
it, Michaels.
Yeah. Well, no, the reason I'm asking is because I know I have some of that in the color that I'm kind of needing for this, because this actually has a lot of white on this one, and I did
Mhm.
not realize, but I don't have a white marker pen thing in this kit at all. And I'm just like, I probably have some white in. If I'm lucky, I have white in craft paint. If I'm unlucky, I just have white in regular shitty ass acrylic. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
so it will work. Or again, with plastic miniatures, you can get a decent result with the shit acrylic. It will take multiple layers, and if you need to blend it, God help you.
I'm trying to avoid blending as much as possible because I kind of hate doing that. But well, that and this
Yeah,
will
so if you need to like mix colors, it will magically not work, and you'll just get frustrated. The acrylic paint, like Citadel acrylic, which is still acrylic, but it has more pigment in it. It will. You still want to do thin layers, but it will drive you less crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I have a history of acrylic paint driving me crazy because I am not very good at mixing paints, and that is why I got better at watercolor, because I really enjoy watercolor, and you can use the it is much easier to mix for me and to get the
I
pigments.
don't like mixing either. Like I tend to like try and search the exact color
Since
as
my
much
wife
as
is about to say
possible.
something, I'm gonna mute myself.
But the only thing that scares me with acrylics though, like because I've been looking at gunpla paints and stuff, and and my head is spinning just looking at them. But still, I've been looking into it. But the only thing I'm worried about with acrylics is that these are model kits that moves. Acrylics can snap, as in it can
Yes.
crack up, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to trust acrylics for this shit. And I thought it was something about enamel paint, but I have no idea what that is or how that works.
Enamel paint is the stuff that they would generally use for like model cars.
Yeah, that enamel
That's like
paint.
very shiny paint.
I was gonna say, I think enamel paint's like super shiny and pretty, glossy.
It can be, but you can also get non-glossy, and also if you put a sealant on it, then it will be whatever the fuck the sealant wants it to be.
Yeah, they can make it matte if you get that kind of seal on it.
Yep.
I worked with enamel once in one of my, I want to say it was the jewelry class I took in high school, where I was making like pieces, and I feel like I used enamel, and then it like got fired or something, and then it comes out like super shiny. I don't know. I might be mixing it up with ceramic glaze, but I know I
Yeah,
worked
that's a
with enamel.
ceramic glaze that you just
I was gonna
described.
say, that sounds like ceramics, but I mean, sounds
The
like
only
that
thing I'm
is
gonna
what
ask
you do.
though, but since you know enamel, does it do?
Saying I know
fumes?
enamel is saying a lot.
Yeah, but does it do fumes? Like, can you just like paint like in the space that is not so open?
Based
or-
on my
It does a little
incredibly limited, you can paint in an enclosed environment.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not. It doesn't put off enough fumes that would actually like really hurt you, but it technically does.
Okay.
It's kind of like I've worked with polyurethane and epoxy before, and they technically do the same, but like they're not super
Like I
strong.
said, I don't have the best environment for like spray painting and stuff like that. And if I do like spray primers, I would have to do it in the limited time I have during the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do. It can be brushed on. It's not like I've the times I've used it. It's been in an enclosed environment, and I'm still alive, for
You're
better
still
or worse.
alive.
You Eddie Vedder?
For better or worse. The biggest thing with enamels is that you need to use like a specific brush, and you need to use specific cleaner.
7.
That's good to know.
Don't use bleach. I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, don't use bleach, but also like you do need to get like specific cleaner. It's not as easy to work with as acrylic.
Yeah. I would be down on this for the effect because I do like shiny metallic kind of paints.
Oh boy, you just said the magic word. Robin can tell you
Oh,
all
yeah.
about how much. If you don't believe me when I say I love metallic paints, you could ask Robin, and Robin will happily tell you that it's to the point where it drives him and Ryan crazy.
It drives
Oh,
Ryan much more crazy than it drives me.
Wait,
You
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 have
would
an
like some of the
expression?
stuff I have then, because I have a few metallic Gundam markers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I almost bought the
The
metallic.
markers would
one.
work on minis.
Actually, wait, no, I
It
did buy the
might.
metallic. What am I saying?
A lot of media can be mixed. Like it's not like the plastic gives a shit. Like it's not the plastic isn't going to go. Excuse you, I'm supposed to go on a space marine, and you're putting me on a robot. That's no good. I'm falling off.
I have another idea. It's a little bit blasphemous, but what if I made this like just use the markers I have and made like a psychedelically colored version of Crescents?
Ooh.
I mean, you could.
Okay.
It's your
I do
It's
that all
yours.
the
Do what you
time.
want.
Use your imagination.
Like when I'm painting minis, Nick, I
Yeah.
have never once followed the instructions on the back of the box.
Where's the instruction?
I always like take a look at a mini and go, you know what? I'm gonna make this mine, and I'm gonna paint it how I want to paint it. Like
Honestly,
I
good way to be. Good way to be. And I've seen your miniatures. You do a really good job on those.
oh thanks.
Really good.
Like it was really funny. I once painted a griffin, and I'm so used to the mental image of like the bald eagle because Merca, and I when I painted my griffin, I painted it like as a bald eagle, and did not realize that I had done that until Robin pointed it out to me sometime later, and he's just like, "Yep, you did it. You did America." And I was like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, and then I look at it and I realize, wait a second, it's a bald eagle, and that
Yeah.
the eagles have more than like one coloration for their plumage on their head. Like,
Man.
I'm fucking indoctrinated, dude.
You're making me wish now you're making me wish there was like, remember that show, that Disney Channel show American Dragon Jake Long?
Oh,
Now I'm
hell
kind of
yeah.
thinking,
Yes.
I never
what if
watched
there was
it, but boy, I do remember it.
what if there was an American Griffin spinoff and it was just like a bald eagle version?
Yes.
That'd be pretty great. I'm holding my Gorilla
How do
Glued
you want this
pieces
to go
together.
on? Oh, through
A
love.
moment to this man.
Through love this goes on.
In the
Okay.
world do they want me to do this?
Oh, it's probably through love. That's the current issue I'm having. That I think they want me to use love to make this piece stay on. All right, that's it on pretty well.
Love.
I do not understand
This
how they
piece
want me to
stays
put
on with
this
love and
piece right
The
here.
power of friendship will make our pieces stick together.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Xenoblade Chronicles too, but every time Rex said, "We'll beat them with the power of friendship," I
And
I died a
anime.
little inside.
I
You
just
love
laugh because I laugh because of memes.
I just think it's funny.
It was so on the nose, man. Like we get it, you're a shonen protagonist, but you don't have to just come out and say it.
I mean,
Yes, it is.
it's not like It's not like 3/4 of
Well, there we
the
go.
JRPGs in the universe don't use the power of friendship every 5 seconds.
I know. It was almost self-aware. It was like almost.
Hey,
I mean,
That's
it
what's so
probably
funny
was.
about it, though.
hey, Anthony.
I know. I know.
But you know what though? I will give it to Rex because at least like he kind
It's
of
fun.
preaches what he puts
He
out there. Like,
practices what he
practices
preaches.
what he preaches.
Mhm.
So it's like him saying power of friendship. It's like okay, but like he actually is that way, right? He's
Yeah.
not saying it because out of obligation. He's saying because he genuinely believes it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He really does practice what he preaches, especially when he says, "I love you and all you guys."
Yeah.
Okay, let's just switch topics immediately. HK, how's your robot? HK, how's your robot?
I have 2 arms.
I was
and
not
15
expecting
and
it.
I'm starting a leg.
Hey, Anthony, or not Anthony?
Yeah?
Justin.
What
Have you did you get any packages today?
packages?
Yeah.
I actually haven't checked my
How
mail.
about you go
Package.
Go check your mail immediately
yeah,
now.
you should check your mail.
Okay, then I will be right back.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on.
No, let him
You
go.
want Justin to check? Wait, did you say my name too?
I'm sorry.
No.
I meant Justin. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Anthony, check your mail.
I was going to be like, what?
I'm so
Okay.
excited. I'm so excited. You guys don't even know.
I hope that worked out. I hope that works out, Jin.
I really hope so too.
Whatever it is, I have no clue.
I mean, it's really relevant to what we were just talking about, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I'm curious now.
Well,
Okay,
if we don't find out this episode, we'll have to make an end of the episode.
Just delay the episode until he gets it, and then we can insert a
All right,
part
we're just
where
gonna leave this on record until.
in the episode. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you got me this photograph of Rex and his family. No I'm kidding.
How come they don't want me to put the leggies in the feeties?
The
Oh, they
leggies
do.
and the
I just
feeties?
didn't notice it.
Oh, okay.
No, they do want me to put the leggies in the feeties.
Good.
Looks good.
The 80s.
Yes.
So first
I
you take your
finished
leg
step
and you stick it
2.
in your foot.
I finished
Let's
step
go.
2.
You got this.
Oh my god, you're saying that in the... Is your existence also infinite?
My existence is infinite.
Are you
Tyler,
ultimate
it's
villain?
it's step 2 out of how many?
Why are you doing
Don't
this to
discourage
me?
him.
Why are you
Don't
doing
do
Yeah,
this.
stop being mean.
And don't do this, Hen. No.
Yeah, what the fuck,
I
Anthony?
don't
That's
need
pretty
that.
fucked up.
I don't need that kind of
Let him
negativity.
live in the present, okay?
I don't need
Don't
it.
stress him out.
I was asking out of genuine
It's
curiosity.
18.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not like the contest that have like 50 steps.
But I'm
on step 11. If it makes you feel any better, I'm on step 11 out of holy fuck.
Well, now you've made... See, this is what happens.
53. So
dang.
I'm not going to be done with this
Well, that bootleg went
for a
well.
while. I'm probably not going to be done with this tonight. Hey, how about we do this again sometime? A sequel building episode.
We could.
Well, we don't have to do
could.
an episode. We can just chill.
I mean, we'd also talked about doing that for Siren eventually. So
The Siren support group?
The siren.
Okay,
song.
I am back, and I see a package from the Yeti, and I think I'm about to light it on fire because I have a feeling I know what's coming.
You don't know.
Oh?
You don't know.
No,
what's
you
happening.
don't. You don't know
Oh
what's
my
in there.
So do I go grab my lighter now?
No, just wait. and
No,
see.
open the box. You don't know what it
Come on,
is.
Jimmy.
open the box.
Please open it and
What does this say?
post
Open it and react.
Post a picture, please.
Oh, that's funny. You guys got any babies? Question mark. Hell yeah.
You guys got any babies?
Yeah. This is gonna get lit on
that
fire.
shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna light this one on fire. Cool. I need some heat. You know, it's been pretty cold lately.
You
Is
gonna
it
post,
actually-
did you post the picture?
Is it
I will post
actually
a
a
picture
shirt
of
of
it.
me asking if anyone's got babies?
No,
No,
that
no.
I don't think he would set on fire.
Uni is not in this picture.
Why are you asking me this question that was already answered? Silly. Not you.
What about babies? You guys got any babies?
It tickles. I need to go do that side quest.
You do.
But I am pleased to announce
a fun side
to
quest.
the happy listeners of XenoChat who don't give a shit whatsoever about what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm going to go back to Future Redeemed soon. I finally finished Fire Emblem Engage, and
I keep
That
saying I'll
only
go
took-
back to it, but I'm in Trail's brain rot.
Trails Brain Rot.
I am also in Shell's Brain Rot. I was playing Azure today.
I have pre-ordered Kuro no Kuseki because that's what I do with my life now.
Yeah.
Yay! I have yet to pre-order it because I'll pre-order it. at
So
some
do you
point.
like your new shirt?
Nice shirt.
I
Jason.
told you I need some warmth. You know, it's pretty cold, so this
So
will be great.
we should have got a sweater version of it, right?
I really need
I
to
could
know
throw that.
what
I could throw that in the fireplace. It'll be great.
It's an episode prep. The image was.
Oh, it's an
posted.
episode prep? Okay,
Yes,
hang on. Let
take a
me
gander.
just... Again.
Late Merry Christmas.
Oh! I love it, though.
Oh, by the way, does anyone want a there was like a Cosmos shirt not that long ago that a bunch of people seem to want. I have an extra one that's a large size if anyone wants it. On account of Bot and I both sneakily had the big brain idea to order an extra for Nai, and we didn't tell
I
each
didn't
other.
sneak about it. I just
my
told
case, it
Marie,
was
"Hey, I'm gonna buy you a shirt." You
Yeah.
apparently missed that.
Yes, but you didn't say it in the open.
Yeah, it was done in DMs. I'm
Sorry.
Yeah, wasn't that the
It
shirt that I
wasn't sneaky.
wasn't that the
It
shirt that I
was-
sent up to her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. And I did wear it already.
I
No,
have
yeah,
also
no.
worn
We
mine.
talked about at the time. I was like, oh, I'll just sneak this in there, and like I didn't realize that Robin had done the same thing, and then I
Yeah,
brought it
sorry.
up one day, and I was like, oh, dang. So I got an extra.
Well, I'm so glad
Already
that you
have one.
got.
But yeah, for folks that aren't here, what the shirt is recently the Yeti had a design up that was basically a spoof on the infamous picture from Xenoblade 3's ending. So and I like that the name is "You Got Any Babes." I think that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
This is a spoof?
Well, it's not the exact picture.
Oh, it's
It's a
okay.
reference.
It's basically like fan
It's like a
art.
recreation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
do you really hate that ending that much?
Yes.
Have you not been on the episodes where I've gone off on at length about it?
Probably not because I
I think you've been at least one.
That's why I
Yeah.
bought it for you.
I know that's
Merry
why you bought it for me.
Christmas. I'm
It is
so
true
glad.
love.
I'm so glad that came up just as we were talking about it.
Yeah, I'm impressed that you timed it like this.
aptly timed.
Like
Aptly
it's
timed.
actually
While recording an
like,
episode 2.
It's actually late.
Yeah.
Late.
Thank you, the Yeti, for your
Thank you.
excellent timing.
Like it was late, but I'm like, okay, you knew this was going to happen, Yeti. So thank you. Thank you.
Whoa,
Well
I've
played.
got another. I got a Gorilla Glue pin also. I forgot about this thing.
Ooh, look at you.
I got an E6000.
Oh, that's how. Don't
Which I'm
you
not going to
drop.
use. I've got a glue gun.
This is going to sound really weird.
I got a glue gun too.
I'm just really happy right now.
Good.
Yay!
That is weird.
Good.
Why are you happy?
I
Yeah,
know,
why the
right? I shouldn't be.
You're a millennial. You should be craving death at this point.
I'm
Well.
so gassed.
God knows I am.
Oh.
A sweet release.
Why. You're
Bot's
with me.
basically the Luma from Mario from the Mario movie.
Oh. But yeah, this is
You know, if all else fails, I have plenty of screws to put this thing together with.
this has been very cathartic.
That's good.
Kit building should be.
Building
Yeah.
is relaxing. It's fun.
I'm making very
Some
little
parts
progress.
can be stressful, but most of the time it's fairly relaxing.
Speaking of stressful, this shit. oh, just perfectly align these 3 pieces and then just kind of smash them together. You know, just do it.
Sounds right.
That's like half this fucking kit, man.
Bro, just like snap your fingers and finish it. What's so hard about that?
Yeah, why am I not using the editing magic?
That's weird. I snapped my fingers and half my pieces disappeared.
Damn
That
it!
was a stupid move.
10.
No,
Wait, did I just...
no.
Oh, the neighbors are fighting.
Wait. 1, 2...
Then again, when aren't they?
Just wait
Oh,
until
wait,
you
I
get
think-
the thing put together, Ant. You can stick it on them.
There we go. I got this piece done.
Yay! Okay, so... Attach...
I'm like on eye level with my display case, and the second shelf of my display case is so full of like little mini characters together that it looks like they're having a party in there. It's like Kirby is behind it, like old school Kirby is flying behind Wind Waker, Link, and Zelda. Breath of the Wild, Link, and Zelda are with Celti from Dorara. There's a bigger Link from Breath of the Wild and Momohime from Muramasa. They're like behind them all is like the big Link from Breath of the Wild from first 4, then the Momohime, and then Amaterasu from Okami. All those are first 4s except for that Alter Momohime. But yeah, I've just got all these like Nindoroids, and then like a mini Anya, a mini Yoko from Gurren Lagann, and a mini Adol in there in front, and I'm just like, it just looks like they're all vibing together, you know? And then like the 3 big ones in the back are protecting everyone.
Speaking of Anya, does anybody know when that Spy Family game's coming out?
I don't know.
There's a game.
Because I really want it, especially because like I found out, so because I know it's out in Japan, and somebody was posting clips from it. Apparently, one of the things they did is they have remakes of old classic Namco arcade games, but you play as Anya in it, and I think that's like the cutest thing.
That is cute.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so cute.
Oh man, Anya would be great for like a Boku no Natsu Yatsumi game.
No, I think
okay.
I think that's the vibe. I think that's the vibe that they're
did
going
not
for. in
know
it.
where you were going with that.
That's the vibe that they're going for with that game. It's like it's very similar to Boku no Natsu Yatsumi because like it's just super chill and she's just walking around. But yeah, you could play like arcade games in it, and there's all these little mini games. It's super fun.
Anthony, I'm not even going to ask where the fuck you thought.
Yeah,
No,
I'm ignoring that.
I know where
You
you're
all
going
know,
with.
all know where the fuck I thought.
Here's the thing. It's because Anthony doesn't know that Boku no means more than just that.
Oh my god.
You would be correct. You would be correct. I have heard the word Boku in a title of something twice. Which one is
It's
My
like-
Hero Academia in Japanese, and the other one is the one we're not talking
Yes,
about.
yes. Okay, so moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So speaking of pre-orders, just to change the fucking subject and
I'm
video
leaving.
games.
Yeah, I don't know when that's coming out. Hopefully soon.
Well, I'm glad we have some degenerates. No, I'm kidding.
Did I put this on wrong? I might.
What?
Okay. I just realized something.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
Is this wrong?
This Gundam pin,
No,
this
wait, I
Gundam
did.
marker,
Oh shit! I put his titties upside down.
Huh.
it's
Okay,
technically like a white Gundam marker, but it's silver because it's
No,
metallic.
I didn't put his
Makes
titties
sense.
Yeah, some of them are like that.
I did.
So that's cool. So I might actually. So I don't mind making those parts silver anyway.
Oh, never mind. Titties were fine. Titties were fine.
My arms,
My titties are fine.
arms backwards.
Speaking of other games, like what games are you guys excited for this year or pre-ordering,
Too
if
many.
any?
Honestly, the only game I'm excited for this year is Remake Part 2 or Rebirth.
Final 7.
Oh.
I
That'll be
think
good.
Persona 3 Reload.
Persona 3
Grand Blue
Reload looks
Relink.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's coming out soon, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Grand
and
Blue Relink is out, but yeah. Oh wait, no, it's not out.
No,
I'm
it's
thinking,
not out yet.
Relink is not Relink.
I'm
Relink is
thinking-
next month.
Yeah, sorry, got my wires crossed.
There's also the new Vanillaware game, but I might not get it
Oh,
right
Oh yeah,
away.
Unicorn Overlord.
It's like there's just too much right now.
That is
And,
a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's also Trails to Daybreak, but
Mhm.
we'll see if I catch up by then. I'm on a good pace right now because I'm
You're ahead of me.
I'm like
Yeah,
really
same.
far in Cold Steel 2 now, so I'm just like I'm kind of getting there, but there's still like so many games to play.
Yeah, I
have to
told
go back.
myself
I've
that
only
I
played the
would.
Cold Steel arc.
I told myself that this year I'm gonna try to get through Cold Steel 2. I don't know if I'm gonna touch 3 this year, but I want to at least get through Cold Steel 2.
I fell off that series. I need.
I'd like to get to Sky. That sounds good.
Sky is very good. I want to replay Sky actually.
I would, if I would to
Oh.
replay it, I would replay it with the the mod to be able to like have the voices, but I never managed to make it work before, so I'm just like, yeah, I wish I could make it work to have the
Well,
Japanese voices.
Oh,
Cool. So we got both legs now.
Okay,
So-
my
Leggies are
nemesis, the
done.
torso.
did anyone get the Noah and Mio amiibos? And
So yes,
I did.
they shipped to my parents. So
oh,
I gotta get it next month.
Oh, the amiibos, yes. The Figma, no. The Figma of Mio. I
Did
think I
the
had
Big
the
Mac
Figma of
ship
Mio.
yet? I don't know if it's shipped yet.
it's next
But
month, February.
actually, Justin, you're the one who got mine, right, for the amiibo, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I pre-ordered like 3. Of them.
Yeah, I think it was for me, B, and you, because like
Oh,
thing is-
and I got one for Cosmos as well.
okay,
Yeah.
Dude, is
but
this
yeah, the
market
thing is
ID
trying to
me?
get like those amiibos in Canada is like hell.
Oh, you gotta press it down on it, I think.
I got.
I don't know how this gun marker works, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Trying to figure it
I just
out.
didn't know what you were talking about, so I couldn't comment. I still can't, because now I know what you're talking about, and I just don't have an answer.
Oh no! I dropped the
Not
piece.
doing anything.
I dropped the piece and it fell on the floor, and I gotta go find it.
Oh no! Good luck,
Oh man, that's no problem for me, because I'm already on the floor.
Detective
Okay.
Justin is on the case.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna mute for a little bit.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck,
I'm
Justin.
counting on you.
Literally my worst
So-
nightmare when it comes to building these things. Because if one small piece eludes me, that's it. Game over, dude.
I am putting this on wrong.
You know what's funny? Justin said that he got a amiibo for Cosmos. I forgot where I was for half a second and thought that there was a Cosmos amiibo that I
Found
missed
it.
out
Oh
on. I
my
was like,
gosh,
what?
I wish.
I found it.
Well,
That'd be cool.
Chris, who,
Very good.
who
Welcome
was
back.
on the Cosmos episode of XenoChat.
All right. Anyways, let's put this back on. 'Cause we're good to go now. All right. So we have our leggies done.
Very
Okay.
nice. Tyler, what were you
Now
saying?
you get to go through the hell of the tummy.
Oh, I was just saying that Cosmos, aka Chris, was on the Cosmos episode.
Very nice.
Callback.
Yes, they was.
Yes.
I am doing something wrong.
Yeah. I like started
Just-
to paint one piece, but I was like, you know what? Let me just finish building this and then I'll paint them. Yes,
Is-
Nick.
Gundam markers. Do I have to press them in after shaking them to get
Hello?
them started
Yes.
with?
Yes. Press
Ramlethal,
them
I
in.
don't think you should be in here.
Do it on
Oh,
the
oh.
you could do it on the
Sounds good.
runner and it'll work.
This thing is too tiny for a runner.
Or you know how like the runners have the little part where it says the name of the piece? Do it on there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is very silvery.
And
I like
get
that.
yourself some like rubbing
You stay
alcohol
there.
just in case you mess up. Oh, same for erasers. Erasers are really good, guys. Like we were talking about like tools you should have when you're doing model kits. Have an eraser.
Also napkins. Where's a napkin?
Napkins, erasers are fantastic.
Here's another napkin. It's a good thing I keep a
Oh,
bunch on my
don't
desk.
attack Heimdall. Okay, bye.
Okay. B1.
Oh, dither.
Let's see. What are we at right now?
I have indeed fucked up.
We're at an
You probably haven't.
And now a mistake that was made very early on in the process is going to bite me in the
Oh, damn.
butthole.
I'm actually already done with two runner sheets. Nice.
Okay.
It's a good thing I picked one that doesn't have very many sheets on it because it's I'm not making a lot of progress here with all the stuff I had to glue just like the meat and paint immediately.
Anyway, you know what? Pre-orders open tomorrow.
what?
What?
limited run games, El Shaddai.
Oh, cool! Thank you for letting me know that. I plan on picking that up. I actually really
By the
liked
time
that
this
game.
episode's up, who knows?
I might if I can afford to, but I did just buy yesterday, or no, wait, it was the day before. I just paid for the art book for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 coming out.
Nice.
And I
Yeah.
also,
Thank
in the
you.
same day,
Sam.
I paid for the special edition of Toho Luna Nights. So,
Oh, you
We'll
actually get the
see.
special edition.
yeah, I was like, fuck this, I'm getting it.
Well, I
So-
might end up with 2 versions, so if you can convince me to part with one, I still can get you hooked up.
So
I mean,
for
I do-
I will say, guys, like if you don't have to feel bad if you miss the limited run pre-order window because VGP gets a lot of limited run stuff. So once they start
Oh.
shipping it,
Oh,
check their website and they might
Oh.
have it.
Brew is bad for cats.
How long does it take these gunpla markers to dry?
Honestly, a few
Well,
minutes.
Just to the point I can lay this down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't take that long. Like you can just set it down for a little bit and then
Why?
just like tap it and see if it's
No.
still wet.
Why? Why, kitty? Why?
Oh man, why isn't there a Mountain Dew colored marker in here? I'm kidding.
Also that question.
That would fit Crescent's very well.
I know, right? No, that would be. I would legitimately.
Actually,
like that.
I have a marker that's pretty close to that. Hold on.
I do too, actually. I was joking, but I actually do kind of have one that's close to that.
That was the name of our.
Like I think it's like the radiant green. It's kind of got a Mountain Dew vibe to it.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see what
I'll
this
show you-
one
I'll show you.
is.
The marker that I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
All right, where did I go wrong?
I'm asking myself the same thing.
Is it a Gundam marker? It's just
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you a pic right now.
Hey, Ramblefall. I know that you want me to play with you, but I don't think this is the activity you want. Bye-bye.
Ramlethal, you can start cutting this piece for me. Thank you.
Yes, Ramoth. I'll just grab your claws and start cutting.
Yeah.
She got her claws trimmed recently. She cannot do that. I think actually she came over to be like, "Hey, Dad, I'd help you cut these pieces, but somebody
Yeah.
clipped my nails,
Someone took my katanas away.
so I can't do it anymore."
Can't do
Okay, let me.
Cat abuse?
Yes, cat abuse. That is what that is.
Oh, you got the black
900
set.
Okay.
I
Guess
like
that's
to-
correct, and that'll just hurt his little skirties.
I love playing the wonderful game called "Can I Cut That?"
Can you cut it?
Can you cut it?
Huh.
And the answer is yes, I can. In fact, cut that piece.
Are you Bob the Builder over here?
So we alluded to it, but the art book for Xenoblade 3 was announced. And you can
Yeah.
Yeah.
I straight up said it. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. We did. You did. I just was saying it more succinctly. You already said it.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Yes, it is up for
Okay.
pre-order, and also if you want some of the older art books, those are also up on PlayAsia as well. You can get the Mira art book. I know that was kind of hard to find for a bit.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm kind of salty because I paid so much for it because it was still kind of hard to get at the moment I got it.
It was worth every penny.
It is a very
it was
nice.
It's a
worth,
really good
it was
art book.
worth, but it was still like, yeah, I paid like 90 Canadian, but at the same time, right now with the shipping, these books, like, I wouldn't pay like under like 70 because the shipping is ridiculous. So it's not that far off, really.
Yeah.
So let me know when other people get up to the tummy part of this fucking build. Fuck the
Which
tummy.
one?
I'm not gonna get to the top.
Any of them? Any of the tummies?
I'm working
I
on
have two arms and one
body
leg
unit.
now.
The next step is the belly unit, as the
Yeah,
manual says.
the belly unit sucks.
So
Okay. I am doing.
Dude, these Gundam markers are pretty damn good.
yeah, they're awesome.
This is how painting should feel.
Mhm.
Okay, next one. Next.
But yeah, games this year. There's so many games this year that I
We're
really
being
want to play.
fed way too much.
We really are. Like one, there's the freaking Prince of Persia game, which I'm like
Yeah,
having
that's
crisis
one.
about because I'm like, oh my god, Ubisoft made a game that appeals to me. What is happening? Hell, this fucking world's coming to an end right now. There's that. There's also another code which Amazon screwed me over on, but I have another copy coming.
They just really don't want people to have that game.
Yeah, they don't want people to have that game. I'm just saying, guys, you want the sales for this because people aren't going to buy it. But
Dang it.
yeah, so I got that. I have Final Fantasy 7, Unicorn Overload. I might get Persona 3 Reload. I would like to try it. I just don't know if I'm going to get it at launch because I do like me Persona 3.
You once explained to me
Yeah.
that Persona 3
Yeah.
has like a million different versions and they're all quintessential.
So
my question is, this reloaded version, which version is it?
It's a new version.
yeah.
FES, isn't it?
Oh
It's a
my
No,
God.
remake.
it's not even okay. So it's weird because we all thought that it was based off of vanilla, but as it
It's
turns
really its own
out,
thing, I think.
yeah, it's gonna be taking some elements from FES as well. So
Yeah, I think they
yeah,
just took they probably took the best or a lot of the best of both versions and just did a whole new version. At least it's a feel I have. Personally, I haven't played any of the other versions yet, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna go into this one and I'm gonna enjoy this one, and I
Yep.
don't care.
just enjoy it for what it is because like
It's just like the old ones. I would be interested on trying them, but at the same time, the gameplay kind of turns me off because it kind of aged poorly, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'll have the patience.
in the older versions was I hated it.
Yeah, especially with the fact that back then especially on FES, PS2 version, you could not control your characters other than the
Yep.
MC. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, gotta deal with stupid characters that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Persona 3 is very interesting like that because people will go back and forth over that. There's folks who love it. There's folks who insist that it makes sense for the game and it's part of the storytelling. There's folks who despise it. They think it's the worst thing ever made. It's terrible. Like it's weird. It's nuts.
I guess for me, games wise, this year, I don't know what is so much that I will pre-order it this year yet. Especially since, like, I think the games I'm looking forward to the most myself are ones that I need to play the prequels to them first. Like, I still need to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. I still need, like, okay, Persona 3, definitely one that I could just jump right into. That's one I'm looking forward to. I still need to play the other Yakuza games before
You
I
and me
touch
both.
Infinite Wealth. I'm working on Yakuza 3 right now, but like, still way behind. Same thing with the Trails series, so there's that. I guess East 10, that's one I'll definitely pre-order when it comes up, but who knows?
Yeah, if it comes up some one day. But right now, since they're on daybreak right now, I don't think it's gonna be right about now. It's at least maybe it's gonna be their next project. But then again, there's also like Daybreak 2 that's already out in Japan that they may attack too. So I don't know like in what order they're gonna attack those, but like yeah, I feel like East 10 might be a bit.
Yeah. I'll say one that nobody else has said yet. Black Myth Wukong.
Oh yeah, I've seen videos of that and I was like so interested, but at the same time I'm like, I hope my PC can maybe run it or that I have a PS5 by then if it's on PS5.
Probably.
And did you guys see that new Inti Creates game recently?
Yes, that looks amazing. That cat one,
Yeah.
what is it called? Soul Claw, something like that?
Oh yeah, I forgot the name of it. It looks so cool.
Claw. But it looked very cool. It's basically like you're a cat and you get all these other animal powers, and then you turn into a ninja cat that's kind of like Greninja, except for a cat. It's like, I say that because it's like a cat person thing,
All right, belly unit time.
Okay, 2 pieces painted and glued. Sweet.
I'm just kind of catching up.
I
on
just need
games
to know that
from
other
last
people are
year.
suffering through the belly unit.
I'm about to do it right now.
Holy fucking shit. Okay, I found the mistake I made all the way back in step 3.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is
Oof. That's
Maple.
a
I'm say that I am
Press F for
I am
Anthony.
feeling the pain right now is an understatement.
Or actually, you know what? I'm going to send this to you, HK. You're good with colors. I'm having a color blindness issue because this metallic marker is so metallic that it's throwing me off.
Hold on.
I'm going to send you a picture, and you're going to tell me what color I'm supposed to be looking at because I'm just like, it's messing with me now. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, I'm still catching up on games from last year and in my backlog.
Same.
Yeah, same
I'm catching
here.
up on too many games.
Oh, I forgot.
You guys are only stuck on games from last year?
Well, and
No.
and some, yeah.
I mean, Trails in the Sky was from last year, right? Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, we just finished Rhapsody, a musical adventure for the first time.
Sweet.
It's a cute
You know what?
game. I hated the dungeon
It is.
design, but it was a cute game.
But the dungeon design sucks.
Yeah. Do the sequels?
You
fix
know what?
that?
Whenever I. Sorry.
What?
Oh,
I was just going to say, when I took the picture, it looked a lot clearer than it did whenever I was trying to, like, look at it in the light because the light was, like, making it hard to tell.
So,
You were
have
blinded
you
by the
figured
light?
it out now, or do you still need my help?
Tell me just in case.
Okay. Okay, I see you sent it now. That seems like it's
Let's
gold then?
go.
That's what I was thinking it was, but I was, like,
Yeah, it's
wanting to
gold.
make sure because there's a certain shade of gold that I've gotten confused with some stuff for weird reasons before.
Mhm.
I don't like an orangey kind of color before or something. I don't know how to
But
describe
you know,
it. It's
you're
weird.
affected by the yellows and the greens, right? Usually.
Sometimes, like a lot of shades of green, I actually really can see, but there are some that are like between yellow and green that like mess with me, and sometimes
Yeah.
browns. Some shades of brown throw me off. So like this particular gold, whenever it's metallic like this, was throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely gold.
All right.
Okay.
So, belly unit done.
Oh, okay, sure. Just have no problem with the belly unit.
Okay, I'm gonna send you another one that I'm pretty sure is a green, but it looks like a darker green, but it's
Go ahead.
the stuff is like it is also like kind of throwing me off because it is like so much
It
darker.
is one of
and
the colors that you have trouble with. I understand. It's okay.
Yeah, it's just
So-
You know what? Maybe Verge's belly unit just isn't as annoying.
I have a feeling that's the case because mine was like 4 pieces. It was really quick.
Yeah, mine was
sounds like one that
was a piece where you then have to sandwich a bunch of tiny pieces.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a sort of dark green, but it's a bit like
yeah, it's a
It's not
weird
like-
green.
it's not like forest green. It's a bit. It feels like there's some blue in it or something. I'm not sure how to explain it, but
It's not quite teal or anything, but
no,
like
it's not teal. It's not teal.
not
It's just
teal at all,
it's just a
really.
brighter kind of dark green, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
the
throw in
darkness of it is
It's
throwing
like-
me
I
off.
have to make
It's like
I'm getting confused.
leaf-ish, I guess.
Leaf? I guess some leaves are that color roughly.
Yeah, some leaves are kind of that. Like, imagine our leaves
Oh.
in Minecraft. They're kind of that color.
Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, I see that. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
has
why I
the
was
green, right?
saying leaf, because like it reminded me of like some of her bushes in Minecraft have like this very specific
That's
color.
true. It's just on the. Honestly, the main thing is like once I took the picture, I could tell a bit better that it was supposed to be a green, but it's so shiny that at times I was like, "Is this supposed to be like?" I was like, "Am I seeing like a grayish or what?" Like, no, it's green.
Yeah, it is green. Don't worry. It's just a slightly brighter green, so that's why maybe it's messing up with you.
I get no. It's that it's darker. It's not that it's
It's a
brighter.
dark. It's a dark, but it's a brighter dark. It's not like
Yeah.
a dark green.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
48. Yeah, these two.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that helps to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, the Apollo Justice.
this part of Weltall is called the binder unit.
The binder.
Binder?
unit.
The binder.
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 Oh,
Wow.
binder. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Weltal's trans.
I was gonna say, congrats to Weltall.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
yeah, like the thing is with my particular color blindness is like it's not like, oh, I have trouble with this color alone. It's like always a certain range of shades of said
Well, I
color.
mean, it's a case for most people who are colorblind. It's just they
Yeah.
will be affected by different hues depending from person to person.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's more so like the shades of that hue because there's in every single color I can see there are certain shades of it that I can see fine. Like I mean, I can see them all fine. It's just that I can tell one apart from another, and there are certain shades where I'm like, I don't fucking know what it's supposed to be.
If it makes you feel any better, Nick, my dad's colorblind, and we have to tell him the difference between green, red, and brown all the time.
I think I get the most shades of blue and purple like screwed up, but which is a weird one. But I'm definitely a form of red green, from what I know. But it is such a ranged thing, and also like to be fair, most men are at least a little bit like on that spectrum. Just usually, like there's definitely a lot more of them that it is less like of a thing to where it's like even makes a difference. But there's a reason it is so common in men over women is because it's actually connected to the Y chromosome, I believe.
Yep.
Booga booga. Motherfucker!
Oh,
Very
Oh, no,
interesting.
I heard something fall.
I heard motherfucker.
I heard motherfucker too.
Very
Nah,
interesting, motherfucker.
But I
Booga
heard
booga.
something kind of unsnap or whatever.
I'm having trouble fitting these things that I've assembled into place, and I really cannot figure out where I'm going wrong here. So I was trying to brute force it, and you know how that goes with Legos.
Yeah, that doesn't go well with either Legos or kits. You never want to brute force it.
The only thing you can do
no,
that
I heard
with
shit.
everything's fine.
the only thing you can somewhat brute force and it still work out is computer parts. Sometimes.
Yeah,
God.
sometimes you can get violent with computer parts. It's fine.
There are parts of computers when you're putting them together that it's just like this thing is gonna fucking break. I just feel it, and then it goes in, and like there's no way. Why did that require so much strain to put in?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I'm afraid to build a PC.
It's really not that
Also the
bad,
ghost.
especially now. It gets easier all the
It's
time.
not that bad, but I would say if you know someone who did it, definitely have a friend with you, just so that they can, help. It does help to be more than one person.
I think the hardest part for me usually when building one is if you're doing air cool rather than liquid cool. If you're doing like the big heat sink, getting that thing with those spring screws and that like X clamp on the processor is like the most nerve-wracking part for me
I
most of
will
the time.
say
That's
the water cooler is not any better in some ways because like
Okay.
in my case like the mount behind was like they weren't really clear about the mount for Ryzen, and like me and my friend just like basically wrecked our brain for a while trying to figure out which one was a good one. And eventually we found it out looking at videos online because the instructions in the manual were absolutely unclear. And
There were
and like
instructions?
there were slight instructions, but they were very like, oh, this one can go with this type of thing, but like at the same time it was not really mentioning my type of thing. So I had trouble finding which mount was the good one. Then we found it, but then putting the radiator on top, the thing is my motherboard had like a couple power plug in the corner, and we had to try and squeeze behind the radiator after to go plug a couple of things, and we're like like one was basically my friend was holding the cable, and I was like trying to squeeze my fingers through the cracks just to grab it and plug it in. I was just like, oh god, this is so awkward.
Yeah, sounds like it.
But yeah, we managed.
Very nice, very nice.
Almost done with the waste units.
Justin's
color.
going at the speed of light.
Yeah, but I'm also not painting it. I was slow effort because I was
painting. I'm
but,
just
like,
at like the second leg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna paint
What?
either.
But I'm also
The-
taking my sweet time removing all the knobs very carefully. Because I'm slightly
I'm
obsessed with that
painting.
now.
No, that's a good idea because this thing is really like it's not very forgiving.
Yeah, because like you definitely want to get rid of the residue so that it can actually slide in right. Because I did have to shave some stuff off. Oh, that
Yep.
looks nice actually.
Yeah,
That
it's
one booster
really
unit.
you really got to
had to
shave on this one. On these kits, I'm noticing like they're very, like you said,
They're real
unforgiving.
Yeah, that's what I've
Yeah.
also been
Well, total.
noticing.
That is such a
Oh, holy shit.
small piece.
Working. It's working.
Woo!
Always a good
Who will
feeling.
finish their kit first?
It's not a
Definitely fucking not
competition.
me.
Not I.
I know it's not a race. I'm just curious. And like,
Um,
what do you win? You
Probably
just
gonna
sit
be
there
Justin, to
awkwardly.
be honest.
Because I honestly
Yeah, but it's gonna look bad because it's not gonna be painted. But what I am gonna do is I am
I mean,
going
none
to.
of us are painting it, so.
I don't know,
I
man.
am.
I'm on.
Oh,
I
step
do want to
18
paint this
out
at some
of
point, but
I don't have paint to paint
25.
it, so yeah.
I'm using
I'm
the
gonna
Gundam
skip the part.
marker.
I don't have paint for this either.
All the white parts of Crescents are going to be silver now, which is cool.
57.
I would have stuck up on a bunch of paint and just paint all my kids that need paint.
So, silly question, but
Yeah.
from what I've gathered, like most of you guys are working on the same kit.
no.
No. We're
I mean,
working on the
announced
same
it
series.
Yeah.
Same series, but not same kids.
I'm making crescent rolls.
You're making croissants.
Croissant, yeah.
Poisson!
Croissant.
Yo, I could go for a croissant right now.
Yo, I could
I know,
fuck up
right?
a croissant right now.
I was actually really happy. Speaking of like French bakeries, there's a place near me that had galette de roi around this time of year, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't had one of these since I was a kid." It was great.
Okay, not gonna dox you, but think about the name of your town. Does this surprise you at all?
Yes, actually, because
Really? It's
yeah,
the French,
because
it's the Frenchest sounding name I can
it
think
is,
of
but at
in
the
New
same
Jersey.
time, I guess like I just
I'm not
don't
going to dox you,
expect
but
it.
you're in a French town.
Yeah, but the town isn't that French though. Like outside of like
No,
okay,
I was
we
just
have-
making fun of what Anthony said. I wasn't
Yeah,
making
yeah,
fun of
yeah.
anything else.
I thought most towns in Germany,
Germany?
Germany, yes, that's what we were
yeah,
talking
most
about.
towns.
But you
in
know what?
Germany.
There are towns out here that do have like German names, and yeah, they don't have a lot
I
of
thought
German stuff in
I was gonna say I thought most towns in Jersey were trash themed.
them. Huh.
Hey, you know what? New York
no.
City's the only season
Wow,
city.
somebody took a shot at New Jersey. How
No one
original.
cares. That's the reason I took the shot.
I don't know.
As if
Having grown
I'm
up,
from
having
any
grown up
place
there, Nick,
good.
you get tired of it after a while.
Oh, I'll trash where I'm from all the time.
Oh, my
Yeah.
my city,
Arkansas?
Yeah,
The town of Arkansas.
yeah, the town,
Stop doxing each other.
the city
The
of
town
Townsville.
inside me.
For real.
The city of Townsville?
Yeah, town.
I'm sorry, that can't exist
Did I
because there's
fuck
only
that
one
up?
city.
I did fuck that up.
Okay, 57 is this thing.
What about the lesser known town of Citiesville?
That appeared in an episode
I know.
I was there.
of this podcast. I'm just kidding, not of this podcast.
I mean, it has now.
Different
That's
show.
yeah. Now we can add that to our like bonus questions on the quiz episode.
Yep. Remember this.
What was the? How would you even phrase that question?
That's our problem.
What random town was brought up in the building episode that was from a cartoon? I don't know.
What is the only city?
Yeah. Abraxas? No, I'm kidding. That wasn't a city.
Alchemoth.
1, 2, 3.
No, it's
Robin's
New York.
favorite
New York
place.
is the only city. The only city is New York. Sorry,
Dude,
No.
the only
That's
city. Name one other city. You can't.
hey,
I
Robin,
refuse.
New LA.
Robin, have you been to
Shit.
Montreal?
I have not.
You should.
Neither have I.
I'd like to go.
It's a great city. It's a great city.
It is
Honestly, of all the
Jolly
cities I've
fun.
been
Opened
to,
this up.
kind of
I-
nice.
I'm not trying to shill,
sh-
it, but like of all the cities I've been to, it might be my favorite.
Damn, that's
For real,
that's high praise.
I'm
Because you've been
serious.
to many places.
Yeah, I'm serious. Well, I mean,
I
like,
goofed this up.
what do you expect me to praise Albuquerque? That place sucks.
Sorry, fans who live in Albuquerque.
The only thing I know about Albuquerque is that you're supposed to take a left there.
Yeah, that's me. Well, no, I've actually been through Albuquerque, and I've also been through Salt Lake City, and it's stinky.
Oh God, Salt Lake City. I've never been there, but I know I forget which famous basketball player it was that said it, but
The Salt
when
Lake,
asked about it, they said most room service I've ever ordered in my life when describing Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, man, it's. I mean, the Salt
It's
Lake
bad.
is actually kind of pretty in a way, but it honestly smells like cow shit.
What the fuck
Not
is
even.
that?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
What I was gonna say is I
Oh,
have
that's
friends who live out in SLC, and you
Oh,
know,
you
if
do?
any of our beautiful listeners out there are considering taking a trip to SLC at any point, first of all, don't. Second of all, if you do go in the summer, not in the winter, because the air quality in the winter is actually hazardous.
I've
And
heard that.
people-
I've only been in the summer.
The head for Vierge is really, really weird.
All
Like,
of their heads are kind of weird.
I have this in, and I'm like not sure if this is correct.
That's what
You
she
know,
said.
Anthony, I didn't think much about it, but now
Yeah.
that you mentioned it, I have been a lot of places.
I'm trying to figure out this foot.
No, it goes
It's-
that way.
I think
This just.
I'm doing
What the
something
fuck is
wrong.
this?
I am doing something.
But I do like traveling.
I like traveling too.
Traveling's fun.
I wish I got to do it more.
Same. It's just expensive, dude.
It is. It's expensive. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
And if you're not into driving, like,
Oh, God.
which I mean, you don't have to drive everywhere, but
I
if you're not
wish
into
my
driving,
Canadian money was not as bad as it is to visit the States more often. But yeah.
Money.
It's almost like I
You-
don't
There we
you know
go.
how much,
I got
how many
it.
friends will pay for your shit if you come visit the States, though, HK. That's the thing. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
I
you know
wish
we're
Like-
crazy.
I know you don't want us
Don't-
to, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
it kind of happened last time, but I did repay people.
I know.
Oh.
But still.
No, come on.
Nick just gave up trying to pay me back at a point.
Yeah, I think I did. I don't even remember.
You know what?
It was like
I'm just gonna accept that Vierge's head's gonna be a little weird.
That's for the
trying
best.
to settle up with Robin is like a weird thing at times. I don't remember if it happened. It's almost like a fever dream. I don't know if it happened or not for real.
I paid you back.
I tried. I don't
Did you
remember.
though? Did you?
Did you?
I think I did.
Did I let you?
That's the bigger
Well, now I need to
question.
check my bank account.
See, that's why, like, you know, if you got to eat with Robin, you got to snatch the check first.
Yeah.
No,
gotta
like,
make sure
the
you
thing
can
about
see it.
Robin is that he's actually allergic to money. So yeah.
Gas-
And
gaslight,
that's been how he described it to me. I'm not putting words in anyone's mouth.
gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss me into not spending money. I don't know.
I'm so happy people are spending time with me.
Aww. I'm happy to spend time with you.
I like spending time with you too, dude.
Shame.
Do I even have to say it? Like, come on. You know,
Yes.
I'm gonna be a tsundere.
You don't
about
have to say anything.
Oh, okay. So that's why the head's weird. Okay, there's another piece I got to put on the next.
Oh, that's why radio's into
That's why the head's weird.
What? I honestly, you want me to be real about it? I'm thankful that all of you enjoy hanging out with this fucking bumpkin from the middle of nowhere.
Okay, that's how this works.
Who's that? I only know Nick. I don't know any bumpkins from the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that is how this works, Justin. Thank you for noticing.
Now the head doesn't look bad.
I love that Justin's the only one actually talking about the kits right now.
I'm trying to think of things to say about this, but it's just the same, like,
I mean,
wash, rinse, repeat. I'm
You will
doing the
occasionally
same
hear me
shit that I was
swearing under my
doing
breath.
for a while.
I'm really fine shit.
I'm really screwing
Bro,
it.
this is
I'm
like an
so
adult.
close to finishing the head.
I'm just like on an
Oh.
adult coloring book in 3D right now.
That's what
this
these
photo
are.
looks-
Yeah.
That is a good point.
They're 3D puzzles, and you get a toy at the end.
And then your toy's always at risk of breaking.
Screwing
Great.
this up though.
Boop.
How does that work?
I'm gonna have to tighten his wrist though.
More than you
so
guys should be
hot pro
using.
tip,
Yeah.
but if you have a loose joint, you can, and it's a ball joint, you can pop it out, and then the ball part you
Oh,
can
it
just
turns.
like,
That's so cool.
you can put clear nail polish on, and that will help you tighten that joint if you need it.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
All right.
Very good.
Head done.
How does this?
You know, if more of you had Gundam markers out, we could do like Gundam marker shaking ASMR in this podcast.
Oh yeah, I could totally do that.
That's
There's probably lots of.
All right, guys. My rice just finished cooking, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. I also have half an hour before my D&D session starts, so as much as I really want to stay and at least finish this part, I'll leave it for the next time where I'll just hanging out
Okay.
and
good.
go
Well,
from
thanks-
there.
thanks for
But
joining.
I've had a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I hope you've learned a thing.
Actually, I was expecting to be a lot angrier at this, but
I hope you have learned about kit building.
So, one of the things about kit building, though, Anthony, before you go, is just like I wanted to mention is like, yes, it does seem and it can be infuriating at times in a weird way, but it is such like a focused thing that I find that at least in my case, even whenever I'm a little frustrated apart, like I'm a little like it's just a calming thing in general to me, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
have
I'll
two
also
eggs.
put it to you like this: we started at around 6:30, right? It's now 9:00. Fastest 2.5 hours of my life. Like I blinked, and
Yeah,
our
that's how
time
it
was
goes.
up.
at
My
the
Oh,
time
by
beginning.
the
was
way,
up.
we're starting to put her together now.
Oh, me too.
She's about to stand up soon.
Well, thanks for joining.
All right,
us,
you're a little bit ahead of me then.
Anthony.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks for
thank-
joining me.
Yeah, and have a
Yeah, my pleasure. And thanks for having me as always.
No.
I will see you guys again very soon. But until I actually hit the hang up button, please enjoy the ASMR of me putting the pieces I haven't assembled yet into a bag.
Well, have a good night.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh, I'm going to
Good
be
night.
putting pieces in bags for a while yet, but yeah, I'll say
What?
goodbye.
No,
Okay.
you ruined it. You ruined it.
Dang.
Long goodbye.
Anthony
Yeah.
is gonna get out the 3DO, whatever they call those ASMR mics with the ears on them, and like start putting bags in.
There we go. Yay! There we go. That's not much nicer. Okay. In there. Put the head on.
I need
What the
you just to stand still.
What the fuck
Does
piece
it
are
like
you?
kind of
Where'd you
weird
go?
anybody
Oh,
out that those
did a
mics have
crash.
like physical ears on them? Have you guys seen those?
Yeah,
What?
Those mics with the ears on them.
I have.
Oh, yes, I
It's with the fur?
I haven't seen them in real life, but I did see them.
Yeah, I've seen them in like videos before.
There we go.
It's kind of weird. I mean, it's kind of cool in a way, but it is a little weird to me. Not gonna lie.
How does this
They're very weird.
Yeah, it's
What?
it's
make good sound?
people make them weird though. Like you don't have to like lick them, but a lot of people do, and it's weird.
What the kids are into.
Got two arms
apparently.
on.
Just like Switch cartridges.
Sure.
Yeah, licking.
I don't like them.
Yeah, I like the version of the mic with the Switch cartridges on the side
Yeah.
instead.
I got
I
the
version of the
basic
mic with
frame.
I also like the version of those mics with the doorknobs on each side, but those are illegal to lick on other planets.
15 and
Okay, so I can pretty much put her together. Let's see if I can.
I just have to do some hip skirts.
Okay.
What?
All right, all done. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Hip skirts, hip skirts.
Oh, hip skirts. Okay.
Foot. Oh, hipster? Is that what you think? You were thinking?
No,
Oh, that's what I.
no. I
was
thought
thinking.
I thought Robin said upskirts at first. I was like,
Oh.
what?
All right.
God, no.
Where? Upskirts? Where?
Well, I was thinking of robot upskirts, which is not that different, I guess,
Okay.
whenever I think about it. But sure.
Gosh dang.
Oh, that's a cool map.
I am doing
Poop, your hand
something-
fell off.
I am doing
Poop in your hand?
something wrong. and I
No,
can't-
like, Weltol's hands are just real loose.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna post
Ah.
a picture of Vierge, but unpainted. 'Cause
I'm
she
I almost
going
have
to-
Weltol.
be
I am
standing.
going
Oh no,
to-
she's not standing right now. Her back
going
came
to-
off.
No.
I'm going to BRB for a moment.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Her back came off.
No.
Is everything okay?
No,
That came off.
her back exploded, and she doesn't have a back now.
Oh no.
You blew out her back?
I blew out her
Uh,
back,
oh my God.
unironically.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh jeez.
I'm just that rough, you know.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm rough
Well,
with my fingers.
it's okay. I don't even know what piece that was. That it fell. Oh, his titties fell
Oh,
off.
and now her chest came off too.
Yeah. Okay. So we're doing good with Virch and Weltol are doing good. All right. Hip skirts in place. Put back on titties. Titties go back.
Titties.
His titties fell off.
Do I have to,
Yep.
I might have to
Yep.
cut
Come on.
some of this part off.
Okay,
There we go. Titties
her
are
back
back
is
on.
back. Now
I need a magnifying glass.
Okay.
let's get her chest back on here too.
Gotta get. Let's see,
Get the
this
little
goes
breastplate
this
on there.
way.
Perfect.
Okay, this goes this way. It goes onto here.
I'm gonna put you
This
there.
goes this way and onto.
Let me actually build her stand first, and then I'll take a picture of her standing up. And then I'm actually gonna like take her apart, and then I'll
Here?
work on painting.
Do they even have a stand included?
They do actually.
They do.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's nice.
Included stand.
I know that's kind of a
Yep.
luxury. You
And
usually
I am
get-
now also at the stand.
Oh, I'm so behind.
It's okay,
But
Jen.
this is
you're
your first
starting.
one.
It's your first one, and it's not like it's kind of easy in the sense that the pieces are a bit bigger, but it's kind of not easy in the sense that they're not exactly the easiest to snap together. So take your
Yeah.
time. Take your time.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
is
say,
honestly,
I'm gonna say
it's-
this. You go first, Robin. Then I'll go on.
I was going to say, I don't think that this is a very beginner friendly. Like, and the pieces are really small. They're really fussy.
Well, what I mean
Like,
by
it's-
not as small, I mean like, you know, you don't have all of the tiny inside part. You don't have as many tiny inside part as some Gunplas.
Mhm.
Like coming from like Unicorn Gundam to this, I'm like, oh, this is like cute. Because Unicorn Gundam had so many parts. I just was like, oh my god, kill me.
What I was gonna say is that, like, honestly, I'm gonna say this, and this applies to just anybody who wants to get into kits. Don't be fooled by SD kits. Don't think that, oh, this is a small kit, this is gonna be easy. The smaller kits tend to be the ones that require the most painting and have like the most intricate pieces. At least in my experience. All right.
Get it.
Clip.
Clip,
This piece
clip,
into that piece.
clip.
That fit just fine.
I did want to I was gonna head up a Gundam Planet tonight, but I didn't get a chance to. Shout out to Gundam Planet. Please sponsor us.
They're a cool place.
We'd do another episode if you sponsor us.
Oh,
Yeah, they're a very cool
Open
place.
source.
Like, if I lived close to it, like, I would spend way too much money there. Because they have both, they have, like, more than one floor, and they have both, like, all of the mechas of your dreams, but they
Yeah.
also have figurines. And I'm just like, yeah, that's dangerous for me.
Yep. I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Yeah, they have
whenever
those, like,
I visited there,
Nintendo
like,
dolls.
I bought, like, I don't know, I think I bought, like, one figurine and, like, 3 or 4 kits.
I bought 2 figurines. I was trying. I already spent enough money that I was like, I gotta really watch what I do here. If I could have, I would have bought more at the time.
And you would have gotten away with it too.
I
Yeah.
would have.
But one
But
of the
those
kits I
mold-
bought there was for a friend though. But still.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I bought 3 kits and 1 figurine. The figurine was
Oh, there it is.
our boy from Jujutsu Kaisen. There's no way I have it. Gojo, there you go.
Mm.
I had this figurine that's sitting on a ramen cup thing, and I got
Oh my god.
I got 2. I think I got 2 from the Mercury, and the third one was from Gundam Wing from my friend. So
Oh
And
man.
it all comes back to Gundam Wing.
yep,
And I got Weltall standing on his stand!
Yay!
let's go.
Oh,
Let me take
I just remembered because I was looking up something for a clearer picture of like Crescent's colors, and I had the last thing that I had in my internet browser on my phone was the RPG fan review for Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and I haven't gotten around to reading it yet, but it was like I remember opening it, it was like, I wonder what they think of it. And I
Dude,
think
that kid's been getting like insane reviews lately.
it sounded good from the start of it, but
There.
I was afraid to read too far in it because it sounded like it was going to be somewhat spoiler heavy for someone like me who is so far behind in the series. But I gotta say, the first bit of it was very high praise, but in that they were like, I was a little worried about after the Like a Dragon Gaiden game where the next game was going to go, but about an hour in, I all that worry was like completely swept to the wayside. I'm like, that is a really good opener.
That's good.
That's really promising.
Shout out to Jonathan Logan.
Heck yeah! I was gonna say yeah, because Jen, you do some stuff for like RPG fans. So
Yeah, he's a good.
I blew out her back again, and her arms fell off.
Justin, what are you doing, man?
I'm too rough, you know.
Yeah.
I wish one of you
Let me
were
share
here.
these fine photos.
I wish one of you were here to tell me what I'm doing wrong about this foot.
Post pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, post pictures.
Post pictures of your
Posting
plan.
pictures!
Post pictures of your
Feet
plan and
pics.
of what you have.
Feet pics.
We might be able to help you.
Oh,
not me.
Nice. Oh, baby Weltall next to big Weltall.
Oh,
Faye.
that's how that's supposed to. Okay.
Faye's excited.
Very nice.
I'll include these pictures so my commentary will make sense.
I'm so used to seeing pictures of Cressons in the dark, I didn't realize how brightly colored Cressons was at times. In places. Let's see this image. I want to see how. Yeah, honestly, with Xenogears colors too, they're so all over the place, depending on which art you look at.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Kinda
also
wild
it's the old game syndrome where like
Yeah.
one art will be one color and the other will be something else.
There's been
Yeah.
a lot of discussion about that lately, with just like preservation, because I know there's a whole Sailor Moon nonsense that happened recently. With the
Remember the
paintings.
Pokemon debacle?
The
With, like,
Pokemon is another example of that. Yep.
Yeah.
The Pokemon example. There's also the Mario debacle too.
I don't
Which,
know
like,
what
honestly,
this-
it shouldn't even be a debacle
I don't
in
know.
the first place.
What
Like, people make a huge deal out of this stuff, and it
what debacle?
isn't really that big.
What? The internet making a huge deal out of something.
I mean,
So-
yeah, you sure.
Long story short,
Got me there.
which debacle, Jen? Are you talking about the Mario or the Sailor Moon?
I don't know. Is the Sailor Moon about the person that's repainting the frames, or I don't know what.
Yeah, it's about the whole pink tint thing.
Oh,
How, like,
okay.
it wasn't supposed to actually exist in the show, but like I think there was a release that got rid of it, and people were like, "Oh wait, no, this is not how I remember the show," because it's missing the pink tint, and they're erasing history by doing that, and then people were saying, "But wait a second, we're actually fixing it. This is what it was supposed to look like all along," and yeah.
Artist intent versus what the fans think, I guess. I don't know. One of those
Yeah,
things.
and like what people, it's like artist intent versus what people actually experienced back in the day.
Yep.
I have the top of a torso.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So
Yeah.
All right, so
when I plug in the top
here's
part,
the
Oh shit.
and then
okay.
I try to plug in the bottom part. It's not.
And also, for those curious, let me take this picture.
Let's see here. It can't. Something's not right. Either
Okay,
it's not fitting.
see the instructions. They're telling you what order to do things.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 57, you should put it first in the fitsy part.
Yeah, which I
Okay.
have that on,
Okay,
or wait.
and make sure it's in the right, like, direction, like they're showing ish. The top number 2 on top, and it seems like your fitsy 27 might have a little pin to snap onto 43. Just make sure to align that, and I think it should kind of fall together.
Well, because I put in. Okay, I put in 57, which that snaps in. And
Yeah.
then I put in
And also make sure to,
29.
once it's snapped, make sure to also do a bit of pressure to make sure it goes all the way in, because sometimes they'll snap but it won't be all the way in, and that'll make a difference on how it snaps to other
Oh,
things.
maybe that's why, because... Oh, do you... Let me see.
Oh, also, I see that you still have knobs on your 57. You may want to shove that.
I think that's probably it, because... hold on.
Yeah, you have knobs. Cut that off.
Okay, because... Yeah, because...
Because
That's
it's
why
not
it's
going to
getting-
fit you and it
it's
passed out.
it's
There you
getting
go.
stuck. Yeah, it's getting stuck.
There you go. It's not going all the way in because of the knobs.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
You're
These
welcome.
kids in particular are pretty bad with the knobs.
Ugh. Need a magnifying.
And I dropped the piece again.
You didn't exactly
No.
pick the easiest kit to start with, Jin. I will say that much.
You're doing fine, though.
But yeah, you're doing good. Don't get me wrong. Don't be discouraged. I'm just saying,
Like, yeah, we're saying
every single
be-
kit will have their difficulties.
Yeah.
Just
be
be
fair to
patient.
yourself. You know.
Just be
I
patient.
probably should have practiced on, because I have a Gundam kit I probably could have practiced on first, but I didn't.
But
It's
even Gundam
alright.
kits can have their problems. Depends on which
Yes.
frame you have. Like,
Yes.
like some of them can be very much of like
Alright.
a bitch, and some others will be super smooth sailing. It depends on the frame.
Yep. Let's take this thing apart so we can work on individual pieces.
I don't have paint, so I'm just done now.
Yeah.
I'm coloring with my Gundam
I
markers.
don't have colors to color.
I'm coloring.
Well, now you have to take it apart and rebuild it.
Yep.
I
Do it
mean, why
again.
would I do that when I could just make another one?
Nope, that's not the rules.
Do it again, but backwards.
No.
You're good.
So
Here, you know what? I'll do something that I should have done like a year ago. I'm gonna open Weltall id. I just have the box sitting here,
Yay!
unopened.
I still haven't opened.
I opened it, but I never managed to get him standing on his stands because I could never find the fucking hole.
Mine's
find
in the
you some-
case.
If I found it, it did not fit, and I was just like, I gave up on the stand.
The stand is a little stupid, to be honest. Honestly, that is a really shitty stand considering how good of quality the rest of the figure is. But once you get it in there, it works. It's fine. Like I got
but
mine
I've
up.
not managed to get it in there. That's a problem.
That's fine. Yeah, I get that.
I still haven't opened Maria
Oops,
yet.
such a nice bottle.
Maria? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
I was.
I
I
did take
was thinking.
out Maria, but then I just put it right back in the box, and I was like, I'll figure out where I'm putting her later. And that's becoming a problem because Xenogears is now eating up way too much space on my limited shelf
I
space.
need to find
So I'm gonna have to lose an interest.
Yeah. I'm having I need a new display case, but I want one that will fit like on top of my.
That one will. I don't need that one anymore.
I want a smaller one to fit on top of my bookshelf that will just fit like is a little bit wider and will fit like the new figures and model kits I have and stuff.
Like, how my desk has a top shelf kind of thing? I'd like to
Yeah.
buy some display to put on top there and put all the mechas there because the mechas in the display case aren't really fitting well because they're often small. I think on top of the desk would be better.
Yeah,
Eh.
probably.
All right, time to open Welt's All In.
Unboxing.
Thankfully, you don't have to build Weltall.
I don't have
Yeah.
to build him. He's already built.
You can just admire him and fight with the stand maybe, or give up on the stand
Oopsie.
like I did.
Oh my god.
What's up?
Oh, nothing
They're
bad.
eating
Oh.
her.
Okay.
And then they're gonna eat me.
Do we,
Oh my god!
do we still not know when Bart's coming out?
His stand is so like sturdy.
When Bart's
What
coming out?
hefty stand.
Yeah, do we still not know when he's coming out?
Yeah, they like showed us that they were working on that, and then they're like, "By the way, here's Maria," and it's like, all right, I like Maria, but
Bart,
Where's
give us
Bart?
Bart.
where's
Give us Bart
Bart?
missiles.
Bart.
It's super cool when they do stuff like that. How many years have I been waiting on the Guilty Gear figures that they announced to be actually revealed? I don't know. Just like they're never coming out.
Oh my god, he's so shiny. I love him.
Yeah, I really love the
Honestly-
paint job they did on it.
Probably for the
HK, you'll
best.
be very happy. I'm using the Char's pink paint.
Hell yeah.
Char's pink. What? I thought Char
That's
was
the-
red.
So I have a Char red as well. Oh, I have a Zaku red, and this is Char pink.
The old
marker.
school Zaku was more pinkish red.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's kind of shiny, actually. I do wonder how the plastic on this will hold up, because I have a feeling this isn't really good plastic for this, but whatever.
That's just plastic love, baby.
Yeah, this kit is like not super great. I don't really care.
I'm gonna throw out my back.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna throw it.
What?
We're all too old for this shit.
I probably should be at like a
Can I get
desk
this-
or something, not on the floor.
Oh, not sitting on the floor.
I'm at a desk.
I'm in a desk too.
I am on
Yeah.
the floor.
Okay, so you're all bragging.
Right?
Yes, we're privileged. We have desks,
Rob and I are
which is
floor
privileged. So
bros. I don't know.
On the
Yeah,
floor,
no,
and
I'm in
never
the
getting
floor.
up.
I'm in the floor. I have a desk. It's just small. That's the problem. Like it's not got
Oh,
the
yeah.
width. It's not got
Floor
the
team,
the-
rise up.
Yeah, floor team,
But-
rise up.
But then we won't be
Very
on the floor.
slowly though, because we have been on the floor
We're
for a
on.
while.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
standing up's gonna be
Cool.
awful.
Floor team, sit down.
Floor team may be
The
standing.
idea of like working on the floor though reminds me whenever I do cosplay making, I actually cut all my fabrics on the floor. And
Yeah,
like
that's what-
every time I regret my life choices whenever I get back up and I'm just like, oh god, I'm too old for
Oh
this.
my god, he's so pretty. He is so
Bad
pretty.
bad circulation and low blood pressure team. Yo, I can word.
He's so pretty. He's so pretty, you guys.
Who is? Oh, yeah,
Well, it's all in. He's so pretty.
true.
We need an id figure.
Yeah. What would they do with that hair? They could make that though.
Yeah, they could do that.
They can
Except
make me
for-
mine hair.
Well, actually, no. I was gonna say, if Square Enix would license it out to someone else to make, they could make that. Square Enix's
Yeah,
line.
Square
they couldn't make
figures,
that.
I don't buy them if they're characters. Like, I would have
Player's
gotten the
Skyline.
Xenogears figures if someone else was doing them, because, like, I really don't like the figures from Square.
Dude, their hair is essentially bad.
It's not just the hair, it's just, like, I don't like the articulations. They're always so rough and feel like they're
Yeah.
gonna fucking break, and they're all overpriced. I'm just,
Well,
no.
That and like they have some of the ugliest articulated joints I think I've ever seen
Yeah,
on a figure.
Like, on a robot, I don't mind, but on a
Yeah, well,
character,
the
I do
robots work.
mind.
Yeah, the robots actually look really good, but
I'm
like
also
on the
more of a
action-
statue person, but then like Square also their statues are also like kind of and like overpriced as hell.
I need you to-
yeah, like for the quality that line is, I could get a pop-up parade figure that looks better now, which is sad.
Yeah, honestly, they should stop doing that stuff in the house and just commission people. to do it.
They
Like,
should either license it out or up their game because it's really just not satisfactory. I don't think
yeah, pretty much.
the competition
Especially
is
for the
so much
price they're
better.
asking
Yeah.
on most
Well,
of their
where am I
thing.
going to put
It's
that
just
bit now?
If they didn't have proprietary stuff like that, they would have like nothing with that collection because it just it is very disappointing.
You okay?
Well, hold on. I might
Jin
be.
probably managed to
I'm-
snap that
I
footsie.
might be celebrating too soon. Hold on.
You got this. I believe in you.
Okay. This is like
I'm Mandark. Yeah.
I get the stand. It's just like now I have a little piece where I'm like, where do you want me to put this?
Shoot.
Yeah, the stand, like, honestly, I was not able to put it in. Like, I did not
Oh,
find.
because you gotta remove his back panel and then you slide it in.
Oh my god! Thank you for telling me, Square.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out that extra piece that it came with, and
I
I was
thought
like,
I could not
oh,
remove
okay.
anything. I was just like, oh god, I did not
No,
know.
like his butt comes
Now I
off.
know.
Here, I'll take a
Oh
picture
yeah,
to
I
make it a
forgot
bit
about that. You
more.
mentioned
Yeah,
it.
please take a picture so that I can have a visual reference. Because
Yeah,
he's
but it's
like
basically his butt comes
standing
off.
very awkwardly in my display case because I don't have a stand.
No,
Okay,
he is.
so
He
let
is.
me take.
He is quite an
Sure.
awkward fellow.
But it's also that he
But-
has a lot of wings thingies and it's a lot
Wow.
of weight and yeah.
I just made a Dandanon reference without meaning to. Quite an awkward fellow.
It's just so small. Let's see if I can snap it instead.
Good series though. Highly recommend. Don Da Don. Definitely worth your time. If you like really goofy, weird alien and ghost shit, it's really fun.
Let's take this cover off. Is
Very
that a bit more
nice.
obvious?
Should that go in farther? I feel like maybe it should. Oh wait! Oh wait! I did it!
Yeah.
I got 1 foot done. 1 foot.
You got it.
1
Let's
foot,
go.
bro. 1 foot.
Bro, just 1 foot. Come on. Like these live Jintoki epiphanies on podcast right now. Do it. I think it's pretty clear to like people who actually listen to this by now, whenever like how much we switch between whether we refer to each other by our screen names or our like actual names. But I just wonder if anybody like jumps in and just like very confused at that.
Yeah, sorry about
Possible.
that. Like we just like kind of call each other's by our online names sometimes.
Yeah,
It's like whatever comes to mind first, I guess.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
so
it
used
is.
to going back and forth.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, like maybe like it's just like way. I just HK is so much just rolls off the tongue, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I gotta do Vierge's little cock right here.
Like
Oh my.
So yeah,
the
I posted
robot.
pictures explaining the butt.
The butt.
Like, come bring me a kitty.
Oh, I get a cat.
Oh, we got a
All
cat.
right, getting a cat delivery.
Cat delivery.
Loneliness.
Delivery!
Are you sure a cat with gunplay is a good
Also,
idea?
Ramapal did an amazing job killing a very large fly.
Good for her.
Yeah, I rewarded her
I'm proud of
handsomely.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Cameo appearance.
God.
Hello, Maynard. I don't know why you're here now, but you're here now.
Where'd my pink go? There's
What
my
move
pink.
did you use on the fly?
Sorry, what?
What
Headache.
move did Ramlethal use on the fly?
I wasn't there, so I didn't get to see.
Dang.
Okay, that's another pick of Vierge.
When we started the podcast, I was like, I assumed we had to. I don't know. I didn't have experience with a lot of podcasts. I was like, I guess we use our real names? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard both.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was was inexperienced, so I just kind of went with it.
It's
It is what it is. I think people get used to it and they just know people by voices after a while. Like I remember way back when I first started listening to podcasts, I had one where I was like, "Oh, these two kind of sound the same," but as I listened to them more and more, I was like, "Oh no, these two I can tell them apart very easily now." And I think that's what a lot of people just kind of go with is like what they hear people by. But like, yes, it can get confusing with like nicknames and stuff since we
Yeah.
do like go back and forth on those. But I think people that have listened long enough, they just get used to it and they're like, yeah. But if not, they can hear us addressing it and it feels so real, right? No, I don't know. I mean, honestly, now that entertainment in general, I kind of like the nature of YouTube. Like, there's a lot of things about YouTube that have gotten way worse. Don't get me wrong, but if there's one thing I like about the nature of like Twitch and YouTube creators becoming as popular as they are, it's that unlike like celebrities and like movie stars like that, it feels a little more like personal and real now in a lot of ways. And it's kind of refreshing. I get why people like that, Like I'm in the same boat where it's like, oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, how many episodes do we have of this podcast at this point? I think most people listening know. Like, if you don't send in your comments about how you hate that you can't keep up with who we are, please.
I would joke that we don't get comments, but we do get comments from time to time.
Yeah, we
Every
do.
once in a blue
Get some
moon,
very wholesome
somebody will actually comment.
Which, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess I could read some of the comments at some point.
yeah. I mean, honestly, a lot of podcasts that have like bigger audiences that have lots of comments do like have a section where they read them. So, if people wanted us to do that, that would be a cool little thing to
Xenochat
do.
hate mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
Well, I can find some that are on YouTube videos
Yeah. You could.
Yeah,
because I'm not painting. So
I think that'd be fun, and I do like engaging like a bit with the with other people in the community. Well, yeah, no kidding. Why did we start this podcast?
we started it so we could just not talk to people.
Because we
Yeah, we
hated
just
talking to
we just
people.
wanted to rant about Xeno, and it just started like that.
And we're like,
I
and
guess
nobody
it's the
fucking
point.
talk to me while I do it.
I was like looking for a Xeno podcast, so I was like, I gotta create one, and now there's other Xeno podcasts out there. I'm like, good. Shout out to
How do you feel about being the first TM?
Unless there's one that came out.
You might have been.
Actually, honestly, yeah. There's a pretty decent chance for that. And it's not like us trying to like toot our own horn. That might really be the case.
No, I mean that's legit. Probably the case. I think like that was just focused on and like, come on, it's niche enough in a lot of ways that it's like I could be the first person to make a podcast about toilet bowl cleaning. It doesn't make it any more impressive.
Oh, there's one. Nope.
But it is nice
just
that
don't know.
someone
Fucking
did
name.
it, right? Man, Mr.
Yeah.
Clean listens every fucking week, dude.
Trying to find comments on YouTube videos. It's going well.
There's some comments on Spotify that I could read.
Wait, you can
I was
leave
trying
comments
to
on.
do it.
I didn't even know that.
It's weird
there's a
because
comment on
I
this
can
one.
like when I upload the episode, I can pose a question to the audience, and
I
guess they
had no clue.
answer the question, and I get to see their answers.
Interesting.
It's odd. I could also run polls, which I don't know if I've ran a poll on Spotify before.
I think polls is a new feature of Spotify.
I think polls should stay on maybe Twitter.
Twitter.
I refuse to call it X.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm just like, are people gonna want to go to Twitter for that? Didn't we
Well,
start
it's
a Blue
just the
Sky or
Twitter. The
something?
Twitter like poll is a bit easier to.
That's
to
true.
do.
Yeah.
And it's a bit more visible. While like Spotify, I would be like, I don't know where the fuck to look with that. I would not be trying to like find a poll on there.
Yeah,
I mean, we
the
get.
truth
I
is,
got
a lot of
a
people post on Twitter, so there's that.
got a comment on
Answer,
a
answer on
YouTube
our,
video.
leave a note on our Tumblr page. I'm just kidding.
We have a
They
Tumblr.
could. They could.
You could they could
could.
do
Oh,
that.
we do have it. That's right.
Yeah.
That wasn't a joke, Tim. I changed my mind.
You're right. Well, what were you saying, Robin?
I was saying I found a comment on
Cool.
YouTube. This is on the Pure Fandom Part 2 by Gonf.
Yay.
I recently played Somabringer with an English fan translation. I really liked it. It's a fantastic DS game. It definitely feels like a smaller Xeno game, and Xenosaga wrote the story for it, so that's also great. Would be nice if the game were to get a remaster with an English release. The next episode of You Will Forget Our Names would also be nice. Again, a really nice podcast episode was very interesting to listen to. Smiley face.
Aw.
Yeah, that's a wholesome person.
Thank you, Golf. Yeah,
Yeah.
They leave wholesome comments.
Yeah, they leave a lot of
in there.
comments on it. I really appreciate them.
We appreciate every comment.
We appreciate
That was just the first one I could
anyone
find.
who listens. Period. Honestly, like, I mean, of course, like, we're just glad people are enjoying listening to this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
like, we do this for fun.
Yeah.
There's a reason no money is charged here.
Yeah, no money is charged.
We're not in it for that at all. This is just a funsy free time thing. That if anybody else gets any enjoyment out of it, great.
It's a funsy free thing up until Gundam Planet wants to give us money.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Come on, Gundam Planet. Come on, Bob.
I mean, but that affords us more funsy free time in the way of maybe we do more episodes where we inadvertently advertise their shit for them by building it on a podcast. I don't know.
I want to make those YouTube videos where I say I bought every single Xeno game, and here's what happened.
Whoever works
I
at
want to
Square
make
Buying every Xeno game I touch.
Whoever works at Square Enix, if you're listening and you have any pull whatsoever, I'm going to talk shit about your models until you sponsor us, and then we'll shield them.
Yes.
Suddenly their models will be pretty good.
Yeah, suddenly they'll be okay. But also up your game. Just saying.
You suck. Sponsor us.
Be better. Sponsor us.
Here's where they really drop the ball, though. You can't move Choo Choo's arms, so you cannot put Choo Choo on the cross.
Oh,
No.
what? No! Ugh, disillusioned.
It's like they don't even know the fandom.
Just tie Choo Choo with a bunch of like tiny ropes. Or
This
something.
breaks my immersion.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you knew we were going to want to put Choo Choo on the cross. You knew this.
You knew.
They did.
You
they
took
just
it away
looked-
from us.
They just looked at the pictures from the series and thought, "Hey, I can make merch out of that. People like this game."
Let's skip Bart though. Let's go to Maria.
I guess I don't
Yeah.
have to buy a cross now.
You don't have to buy a cross.
You can buy a crucifix and just put him on there. Yeah. I mean, him on there, put her on there. What am I saying?
I have the sweater I bought that has that on there is so comfortable. Thank you, Yeti, for having the artists that contribute to Yeti.
Was that Coinbox?
I think Coinbox does all those.
Might have. I know Coinbox does a lot of Xeno shirts.
Shout out to Coinbox. Let's shill Coinbox.
Yeah.
They don't have to pay us. They're an artist.
Yeah.
They're just
support Coinbox.
They deserve it.
I'm actually wearing my Xenogears Coinbox shirt that has like the cast on it right now.
Nice.
Keep up the good work, true believer or something. I don't know.
Hey, Xeno fan.
Hey, Xeno fan. Oh man, I love it.
Well, at what point are we going to call the episode?
What are we going to call this episode?
No.
No, at what point are we going to
end it?
Oh, what are we going to... Yeah, never. We're just going to do this all night.
Oh my goodness, we've been recording for almost 3 hours?
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Have we? It's wait.
Almost 3 hours.
Right.
I mean, part of
I got stuff to say still.
I mean, some of it is pre-recording, so it's not exactly, but it's
barely any, dude.
No, but I actually started my recording a little bit late because I started when Robin was going off about being alive, and
What?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, actually,
And on my
that sounds like something Robin would
recording,
do.
it says 241.
Oh, I'm at 2:52. Okay, so you're just like 10 minutes behind me.
Yeah.
You got.
let's get a solid 3 in at least.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
get
yeah, that's fine.
I gotta get this part put together anyway. So
All I'm doing is just coloring.
that's what's gonna be next after I glue this piece together.
I'm stuck on another foot. I am not finishing this today.
But no, I recommend getting to model kits, folks. Like, it's a great way to be creative. You want to, put your perfectionist tendencies to good use. Get a model kit.
Yeah,
Is-
be creative with instructions.
That gives me an idea. So this was a bad idea for me to do as a first beginner model kit. But do you guys recommend anything for like a easy beginner type model kit?
Gunpla.
Newer Gunplas are pretty good.
High grade
but
Gunpla.
if you want to really start with something super beginner, you can go with like an Arrow model kit or like even like if you find the stuff like Hello Kitty ones, like those are
Mhm.
also the same kind of very simple, like you don't even need like nippers for those, like they're this type of they kind of put on the runner so that you can just kind of twist them out, kind of
Mhm.
like you don't have to use
Honestly,
the nippers, but yeah.
a lot of model kits now are going to be better, like easier than this. Out of what I've done, I would recommend
But
like
I'll
all
give
of
this
them.
to Square. Like they're pretty new at making mechas, and for a
Yeah,
company that's pretty new at making mechas, it's not bad at all.
it's not the worst. No, I mean, well, okay,
Yeah,
it kind of is, but it's also not as bad. It could be worse.
it could be
It could be
worse.
way worse.
I will say this: Gunplas, they've been doing it for a long time. They know what they're doing. Always a
Yeah,
good
the
choice.
newer ones have so much
Um,
details, and they're so much easier like to work with on a lot of them.
but to
Like
be fair, the Motoroids, they're no slouch. So far they've got a few little hiccups, but nothing bad. They're actually pretty easy to put
yeah,
together, and I will say
so
the
far.
same thing for a lot of other like Kotobukiya kits and stuff.
Yeah.
There's some
I
newer
would
ones of
say
those.
I would not recommend Motoroid as a first one though, because I do find them a bit unforgiving on some points. Um, like for example, the Valimar I have, like the finish is a bit more shiny, but it seems
Yeah.
the color is more surface level rather than through the whole plastic. So when you're trying to remove the nub, sometimes you remove a bit of the color.
Oh yeah, I get that.
So there's that, but there's also a bit of issues sometimes where inside part won't snap quite right away, and you kind of awkwardly trying to hold everything together while snapping everything together at the same time.
That I get. I'm just saying, like the one I have, I'm having a pretty good time with so
Yeah,
far.
but the one you have is also not a mecha, so there's likely to be a bit
That's
closer
true.
parts.
That
Like
is
the one I
true.
have is fairly it's still very easy to put on together, but it does have some parts that like would not be necessarily beginner friendly. Like I think you would want to start with something a bit more friendly than that. What's great about Gunplas is the color is generally through the whole plastic, so you have a bit more of a leeway to slice off the nubs without like it showing too much,
That
because
is
the
true.
color is still gonna be the same underneath, right? While the Valimar, I have some spot that are a bit blackened because like the silver kind of chipped out whenever I remove the knobs, and it sucks. But I mean, it is what it is. At least it's in some subtle parts, so it's not too bad. But it just sucks that it doesn't go through the whole plastic. There's just a sort of surface level kind of color, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
this
that's
is
not
kind of
good.
sad.
See, my pieces in my kit that I got are mostly like full, which it may be because that's a more metallic thing, but mine are pretty
Yeah,
much
I
like the
feel
full
like mine
color.
is like it's kind. It feel like it's kind of like partially painted. Like it feels more like paint than like the plastic on top. Like it feels like they actually painted it.
Yeah,
But you have to be very careful when removing the nubs because of that.
But yeah, back on what Tom was asking. I think HK said it well. Honestly, the high grade aerial is like a really, really, really good beginner kit.
Yeah,
That was the first.
anything recent
Yeah.
Gunpla high grade, like they are really, really good now, and they snap super easily
Mhm.
together. Like the pieces attach together very tightly, very easily, and it's just so easy to work with.
Yep.
Usually, even if it's complex, you go slowly, but you know, it if it's cooperating with you, it's still gonna be smooth sailing.
Yeah.
It's hard
Like
to recommend anything other than a Gunpla for your first. Yeah.
like the aerial, was the first Gundam kit that I. Actually, that's a lie. That's the first high grade kit that I ever worked on because the other Gundam kits I worked on weren't high grades.
Oh,
And
really?
yes, and like I was amazed at how well put together that kit was,
To be
and
honest,
how
I'm kind of
everything just
surprised with
fell in.
how the Zaku 2 that was my first true gunpla.
Hmm.
Uh, the Origin one was pretty good. Like the only part that was a bit awkward, like I said, was like the tube at the torso, because I had to kind of not completely twist it, but kind of force it into position for it to go in its hole. But once it was there, it was fine. But like it was a very stressful part. But everything else was like super smooth. Like it was going very well with that kid. It was very friendly. But I imagine the newer ones are even friendlier. I haven't not touched the Mercury ones yet, but I do have two of them. I have the Ariel, the first one, because I know they re-release a new a new version, and I have I don't remember the name, but the one that is kind of purplish with like the little balls floating.
Oh, is it the big weird view or
Something like
because I
that,
I
yeah.
I have I have that one. I bought it
I
at like
saw that one in the display and I was like, oh my god, it looks so
I
cool. I need it.
yeah I bought it at like a local comic convention thing, and I haven't put it together yet. But I was gonna like use it
I
as
bought it at Gundam Planet.
I should have put it together first because I bought it with the intention of like being like my beginner kit, but I'm lazy and it's still not put together.
Totally happens.
Well, now you know that you can do this.
Yeah,
It takes time to get used to the parts, but you can do this.
yeah.
Remember, this is a hobby. There is no laziness involved. It's just if you feel like doing it, you do it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like take your time. Like these people spend hours on these things, so like
Like
yeah,
worst, we went through 3 hours and it feels like it's been an hour. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I only
But that's what's great about these skills. It's so relaxing. It just
yeah, it's really
time
chill.
flies super quickly, and you're just building things and having fun.
yeah. I also think that Kotobukiya is. I hesitate to recommend Kotobukiya to people because sometimes some of their kits are fine, but some of them are definitely more complicated than others. I am a Mega Man fan. Trust me,
It
I
depends
know
on the
a lot about
line and also
Kotobukiya.
the recent. Yeah.
Yeah, they have come a long way. I think the older Kotobukiya kits weren't the best, but the newer ones are significantly better. Speaking of Mega Man, I definitely recommend the X Charge Shot version with the metallic coating. That's a super cool kit, and like you don't have to do anything to that kit. It's well, you can do little things, but like it's got like this really nice shiny plastic, so like you don't have to paint it. It just looks great out the box.
That's awesome.
It's really beautiful. Like I know I've taken pictures of it, but like the pictures don't really do it justice. This VH I'm doing is gonna look very sloppy because it looks like kind of cheap. Not gonna lie, these
I'm having
kits.
trouble getting a piece of this to stick together very well. I think it's a foot.
I have to go because my headphones are dying.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh, bye
thanks for
bye.
thanks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say thanks for playing, but I mean, yeah.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing my game. Oh my god, my internet just came back on.
Hooray!
Hallelujah!
Your internet just
Hallelujah!
hates me personally.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes.
I guess.
that's rude, internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, what?
Anyway.
Well, thanks for
Bye bye.
bye. I guess we could wrap things up since we've.
Yeah.
I'm
Honestly,
almost
yeah.
done with my. I'm in the head now.
Okay. Well, if you finish it, you can send me a picture and I'll put it in the episode.
Yeah, I'll definitely like finish it, even if we cut it off after, because like I'm too much into this now.
Okay.
I
To have
had
this
2
episode up,
feet.
Tyler?
Huh?
When do you expect to have this episode up? You don't have to say the exact date, just be like a couple weeks.
I'll try to aim for like 2 weeks, maybe. I might try to do it faster because work's been really slow, so I might be able to get some extra time to work on it. So
Alright.
maybe within a week or so.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, my kid is so far from being done. I don't really care. I'm taking my time with it.
I'm okay with showing just the arms and feet that I made.
You should be proud. You did things.
Thanks.
I've got 2 shoulders and 2 feet. This is like the slowest I've ever gone on a kit, I feel like.
I mean,
But
I
all
will,
the coloring.
Yeah, I will finish this at some point, but it's gonna be a bit. All right. Well, thanks for joining me tonight. This was really fun, and this is really fun. I really appreciated it. So thank you.
Yeah.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Save the game?
Oh, did I?
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, I cut myself. Dang it. Well. Buzz.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's something. Remember to
phone.
not cut yourself.
Yeah, I cut myself.
I'm gonna mute this thing.
No.
It's a.
I've also cut myself.
Content warning for bodily harm.
Oh.
What beautiful pain!
Okay, good job!